Hey everybody, Zonga2134 here.
I'm Average Joe Squad.
I'm Cody.
Soviet Reunion 91.
I'm just Riley. I got some more.
And welcome to another episode of Remember the Hyphen, the show where it's our 1 year anniversary! Woo! Woo! And to celebrate, we're in the middle of nowhere, roasting weenies and marshmallows.
Where Doug hides his victims.
First off, that's never been proven.
I've done worse for less.
Never been proven.
Oh great, now the tablet says FBI, please turn on notifications.
FBI, we sort of thought.
Does anybody have
But,
napkins?
Hey, I've already made a
there's a
case
napkin
to
right
this
there.
Doug.
All right.
But anyway guys, I figured what better way to celebrate 1 year of Remember the Hyphen. That's right, 1 year, come August 11th.
1 year, guys.
1 year.
It's been 1 week.
It's been 1 year since they're not down.
Oh god.
It's gonna be
Okay.
a long time, Adam.
So,
Saturday, for
Thank
one
you.
time only, 1 year anniversary. Remember the Hyphen.
okay. All right.
a monster truck.
I got you all for one episode.
This is going to be a little bit extra long, so before we begin talking about the topic I chose for this episode, I thought maybe it'd be great to have our guest stars talk about their experiences of filming Remember the Hyphen. As you know, the episode we filmed before this was me and Colton reminiscing about us filming the Hyphen. So I figured I'd just have you guys, talk about, your experiences filming, or maybe even like episodes you've watched, if you'd like. So,
Ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelts.
so if anyone would like to go first, or
I will go first because I am the first.
all right.
It's a lot like
To be fair, he is true.
I am the first
patriarch.
because F Titus. Well, no, he was supposed to be in it with us, and he wasn't. We went up to Erie to watch the new My Hero movie at the time. What was it? What's the name of it?
Two heroes.
2 Heroes. That's it?
Yeah, 2 heroes.
Oh, I thought the
This
newest
is
one
before
was
I ever met you guys.
There
too.
was another new one.
What's the newest one?
Heroes Rising.
Heroes Rising.
This is before I even met you guys. I wasn't even
Yeah,
working.
you
I wasn't
weren't even
working.
working with us.
Yeah.
We went up to Erie to go see that. Me, Adam, and Titus. And Titus was supposed to stay. Told us the entire time he was going to stay and do the podcast. And just said, hey, I made plans. Didn't tell us what the plans were. Just said, I made plans. And just kind of left.
What a bitch.
So me and Adam did that for, what was it, like 45 minutes in the theater parking lot up there at
Yeah, up in Tinseltown.
Tinseltown, yeah.
Yep. That was actually probably. Well, it even didn't work out like it did. That was actually probably one of my favorite videos I shot before Remember the Hyphen.
Yeah, that was
It
back
was-
when you were just doing it solo.
Sorry, where's
Yeah.
the hot dogs?
Oh, right.
I'm hungry. This is my
We're
dinner.
so professional.
Cody, remembering some of the best moments. Where's the hot dogs, guys?
This is going in top 10
Look,
already.
if we weren't professional, we'd be drinking, fucking
fair.
beers.
I already
not
did.
wrong.
Go home, you fucking nerds.
You should have pregame like me, Doug.
Yeah.
And then, the only other episode I was on got deleted, or just lost.
Oh, you know damn well what happened.
Oh, yeah.
That's part of the thing. We're here to fix that.
We'll get to that later.
Here to rectify certain inequities.
Doug, you know you put the mustard on the hot dog, right?
And then,
I need
and then I seen, it was Ragnarok with you guys. Oh, no, was Ragnarok before
That was still before.
Yeah, I still wasn't.
Was it
Even, I started working. I started working at Walmart 2018.
Oh, that's right.
'Cause I was still down at John Eagle at this point.
Oh,
That was
yeah.
back where we
Yeah, me
chilled.
and Doug both were at John
And
Eagle.
you left
at
me
that point.
behind.
Yeah,
I
we didn't.
rescued you.
Yeah, we
Chill out.
saw that, but I couldn't film that with you guys because I didn't have lighting at the time. We're thinking our first video is into the Spider-Verse and there's no lighting whatsoever.
Christ, it looks like Fan 4 stick. Got no
No.
lighting.
I mean, granted, this looks like Fan 4 Stick
Adam
too.
used to purposely make it
looks
a
decent.
whole day thing just so we can get daylight.
Yeah, he's not wrong. Like that's not even like being facetious. That like I basically had to make a days out of it if I wanted to film.
So would you say it was the living daylights?
It was.
Get out.
Flag for copyright.
But, thank you, Cody, for.
Yeah.
No, to be fair, those ones I consider back like even before you and I filmed anything for Remember the Hyphen. I call those the pre-hyphen days. Those were weird because like I didn't just film because like I filmed those, but like everything else on my channel is like me watching episodes of Kamen Rider as they come out.
Stuff, wasn't it?
Yeah,
You were reviewing episodes and toys and stuff.
yeah. I mean, I still do reviews, but it's just it's been harder for us to film anything because of the whole apocalypse thing.
It's kind of why my my every Spider-Man comic reviewed thing hasn't gotten off the ground yet because I just got no time. And when I do,
Yeah.
I'm tired. I'm real tired.
Walmart
boss.
life.
I'm real tired.
Mostly, I'm just tired of people being mean to everybody.
I wish I didn't get railed.
But
Anyway.
anyway, anyone else want to talk about their experiences?
Riley, you want to go
Who's
next?
next? Was it me or Doug?
No, Riley.
Either or.
You can go next, Riley.
If you want to come forward.
What did I first show up in?
You first showed up in the lost episode when you arrived at our window.
Actually, yeah,
and
that
said,
is
Go
true.
home, you fucking nerds. And
That
you
is
wanted- 'cause
true.
You wanted to
Yeah,
jump.
those
You
were
wanted
some
to jump
solid
for your
times.
car.
The first
I
day.
don't- I don't remember the
And
context.
we were too busy doing a
You
podcast.
wanted to jump for your car. Came over, said, "Go home, you fucking nerds," and then you were like, "So anyway, can I get a jump?" And we're like, "We're kind of busy, man. Why don't you go over there and talk to that cop? Why don't you go talk to that cop? It's his job to give you a jump."
But technically, I think the first time you two ever were in was the
Addams
Addams
Family.
Family review.
Yeah.
That
was,
was an experience.
Yeah.
That's actually still probably one of my favorite ones of season 1. Because, like,
All of us were on our A game.
yeah,
then.
all of us
Oh,
were on
yeah.
our A game.
Yeah.
That was, like, I think the first episode where we really hit our stride reviewing.
I almost got our video flagged for inappropriate comments.
Yeah.
I was just worried because I was the only one who couldn't snap.
Apparently a web right there. Oh, thank you.
It's not going to get picked up by the video.
There's like a cobweb just right in the... probably no one caught it, but there was like a cobweb just right fucking here.
He's trying to get bit by the spider. Don't let him lie to you. He wants them powers.
I mean, to be fair, I am wearing my Japanese Spider-Man outfit.
Which if I'd known you were
Doug,
going to
more
wear that, I
mustard.
would have worn mine.
Well, you wore your t-shirt.
No.
I just figured
Doug, you need
you already
more
had the
mustard.
hat.
I've got my Xavier Institute
Doug,
school on.
Doug, don't
You won't.
don't succumb to peer pressure, but you need more mustard.
I'm not believing you.
won't.
No, this
You
is
won't
my
do it.
dog.
Flip the dog around and do it again.
And
That's what I do.
a great story that I like with that episode too. Probably not to interject, but
There was nothing to interject to.
was that couple that was in the theater with us that probably were like
Oh, yeah.
coming to like have a romantic evening, and then there's the four of us in the front row, and every time the theme comes on,
Da-da-da-da-da.
We were just absolutely, we were on our A game for tarding it up as well.
No,
There was nobody who could match like our just pure,
Which is funny because when you and I went to see Batman Begins, or well, the three of us went to see Batman Begins, there was yet another couple in there. I'm pretty sure they thought they would be the only ones in there.
yeah, there was nothing like ruining people's sex drive for the evening. I
Remember
take
the
pride
hype-
in that.
Shit, Kobayashi.
Remember the hyphen? We
What?
murder your sex drive.
Yeah, hot dog.
I'm hungry.
Jesus,
Yeah,
Doug,
we
did
do.
you at least apologize to the family? Did you have more than like 2 bites?
He's the Zodiac. What are you talking about?
I'm not the Zodiac.
So far on our remembrance, we've talked about Doug's way of eating,
The Zodiac killer.
the Zodiac killer.
I think
Not
that's
proven.
I think unless Riley has something else to add, I think that's a great way to seg into Doug's favorite moments from the show.
I should probably say something
Wait,
about
wait.
the show. That is also a good
Wait, what about
idea.
Yeah, what?
the television episode? The television. You guys played.
I don't
Oh, yeah,
mean
he
to
played
brag, but
television
in
off.
that episode, I think I got the highest score there.
You did.
Yeah,
And I'm
you
gonna
actually did.
definitely take that and run with that because that's probably the only time I got the highest score in anything besides being a simp.
Yeah, but you're our simp. And we wouldn't have you
Right,
any
it's
other
time,
way.
It's time for your YouTube apology video.
Just realize we'll always be
I'm
with you.
sorry. I didn't know this video would offend people.
Remember the hyphen is canceled.
Wait.
Optimus. Remember the hyphen's canceled.
All right, Doug. It's your time to shine.
First
And
off,
not because of the glow powder you put on in order to distract your victims.
Which in before
I'm a
before you, get,
Scooby-Doo villain.
before you get started too, I think it's worth noting that me and Doug have probably known each other the longest. I think out of
Actually, yeah.
everybody here because me and Doug actually went to high school together,
Yep. Well, Lionsville then became Cash.
Which is kind of funny because you guys
and then we worked at Giant Eagle together, which was just a
because
random.
you guys
occurrence.
technically were in my alma mater since Cash was a fusion because I went to Conneaut Lake High.
Yeah.
Fun fact: you were originally Doug's first Zodiac target, but
Oh,
then he
Jesus
came to know you, and he was like, "Oh, I can't do this to this guy. I like
You've
his
seen
dude."
how tall you are and he has standards. for
Okay,
kids.
people, I was not alive in the 60s. How could I have been the killer?
We're
How?
not going
Don't
to get
worry.
into the pseudoscience of it.
Doug's not the Zodiac killer, and
Plastic
I'm not a
surgery's
paid
done
actor.
you well. I see the scars on your face.
At Liberty Mutual.
So, first up, this is my turn now?
Yeah,
Right.
it's your
Doug.
Go ahead,
First
Doug.
off,
I'll give you
I
one
just
minute.
want to say I got to the sheets. Brain Savage. Know why?
Ooh, yeah.
I got you for 3 minutes. 3 minutes
minutes
of
of playtime. Bone saw.
I don't even need to be here. Doug and Colton are just gonna make out. Good lord.
First off, you
I'm
don't
gonna
kiss and
watch.
tell.
Anyway, Doug, please.
Okay, so first off, I want to say this. I am very disappointed in something. how many episodes have I been on? 3 or 4?
I think 3 or 4.
I think he's been the
Because
most.
he's been on,
guest starred
on
the most.
Adam's
Oh,
Family,
wow,
the
Doug,
top
wow.
Doug,
3 or
way to
4.
flex. You better be careful.
Well,
You're
only,
gonna just freaking
only
tear
by
out
one
your
because
flannel.
Riley, you're up to
That's
2
why he's
now.
in the front row.
Technically,
Oh boy, that's what it is.
technically 3 with this one, and Doug. So that means Doug's up to 4, Riley's up to 3. He's
Point
only one
is,
off.
I should have been a third wheel. I should be like your Jimmy Norton to your Opie and Anthony, your Curly to your Larry and Mo.
Listen.
And yet you guys neglected me.
No, no,
You
no,
left
no.
me
I'm
behind.
The George to our
They-
John and Paul.
Which
They're
makes me
just,
wonder
they're
if
just
we-
a motorcycle
who's
and
Ringo?
Doug's the third spare wheel.
I'm at 3.
Which I guess also means technically
you're also
Riley,
3.
Riley is Shemp and Cody is Curly Joe.
Yes.
I don't want
Yeah.
that.
No, see, what it actually is John, Paul, George, Ringo, Pete.
Why do
There
I
you
have to?
go.
Aw.
Why am I the dead
Why do
one?
I gotta be Pete?
Why not?
I don't think you want to be Ringo.
Yeah, I'd rather be
wanna
Ringo
trade?
over Pete.
You guys keep it up, and I'm gonna say we're Kiss, and one of you's gonna have to be the fucking cat guy, and nobody wants to be the cat guy.
Does that mean I'm Gene Simmons?
Okay, we should get back to.
Well,
Okay,
that depends on how great your
I
tongue
told
work
you're the
is.
only one that needs 6-inch boots.
Anyway,
okay, back to what I was saying. Now, I remember I actually did watch a couple of your episodes before joining, and I really liked it. And the night that you guys, I don't know if did you plan with Riley to go with him, or were you two going to go by yourself? No, wait. Actually, I remember you asked me if you wanted me to see the movie.
Yeah.
I was
And then
off
you-
that day.
Yeah, then you include. Oh yeah, because it was going to be you and me originally.
yeah, because it's just gonna be you and me.
Because we like cartoons and
Yeah.
of course the Addams Family, and then we included Colton and Riley, and that's how that happened. And I
Oh,
was
we included Colton and Ryan.
Well, we didn't do a video with it, but Riley also went to see Endgame with us.
Yeah, Riley did actually. Get,
Yeah,
well, no, we did
I
do.
went to see Endgame
we
with
did,
them,
we
Doug.
did do a video on Endgame. We just
Yeah, but
Wow,
Riley wasn't in it. 'Cause Riley
yeah,
had to go
Riley
home.
wasn't in it. Well, it just made it sound like we didn't
Yeah.
do a review.
You know, guys, I've done a lot of thinking. The video shows all of us, but we have a fire right here, and they haven't seen shit of that fire.
we're
It's
not
probably the
messing.
best.
I'm not gonna.
It's probably for the best because the moment we try to pick the
Wait,
We're
they
not
can-
getting this angle
They,
again.
they
Exactly.
can see the smoke. All right, so you guys can see that smoke on Doug's side over here.
They
You
can probably
just
hear the
trust us
fire.
that it's not an effect.
Don't worry.
We
it's,
don't have the budget
It's
for
not
that.
a bong. It's all right.
But anyway,
Doug, I don't trust you when you say that.
The fireworks, Doug.
anyway, continue, Doug.
Okay, then I remember the second time it was a video game one, where that was a impromptu one because you two were gonna do it with yourselves.
Yeah, and it was like real last minute. I asked you to just come and guest
Was
star.
anyone
that
said
was
new
fun.
Coke?
What? No, it was just
No,
me. now.
unfortunately, it's
Oh,
just
that was you?
me and Cole.
Wait, new Coke. Oh no, I did.
John from work did.
Right. I did try. Was it the Coke cherry vanilla? That was
Yeah,
good.
you did try that.
And I mean, of course, I would love to do more, and I know you guys would, but just with our schedules and work and I'm in
Life is
school.
crazy.
Yeah. Though of course, yeah. I mean,
Rona.
The Rona.
But yeah, no, I love the show. I enjoy coming on. I enjoy watching it. I actually was listening to their review of Batman Begins during work, and I gotta say, it's both it's informative as well as just hilarious. So I enjoy. I love being on this show.
Well, thank you,
God,
Doug.
now I feel bad.
Thanks, Doug.
Doug puts in a genuine, heartfelt response, and here me and Cody are just.
Sounds like Doug just came off of Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Holy
yeah.
smokes.
That's great.
I
You ever
enjoy
tried
being-
DMT?
I enjoy being on the show as well, Doug.
Well, hey, whoa,
You wanna talk about aliens?
Hey, fucko. You see, I'm trying to do my thing. You enjoy
Doug,
karate.
you owe me
Yo, I was trying to-
$6,000 and a new Cadillac.
I was trying to tell everybody that Doug would rant about ketchup.
I fucking hate
No,
ketchup.
we do have ketchup if you want to do the rant about ketchup.
It's about ranch. We don't have
Doug,
ranch.
talk about
Doug, you're
ketchup.
all
and-
on the mustard, but can't ketchup.
Oh yeah, look, if I go to a burger joint and they said, "You want ketchup on your burger?" I fucking walk out.
Even if he doesn't get the burger.
Exactly. I'm like, fuck ketchup. It tastes like a hillbilly's ass.
And I bet you'll pay for the meal and then leave, not even take the shit too.
What am I, a
Doug
simp?
just doesn't tip.
I'm an economic simp.
Doug doesn't tip during the pandemic.
At least Doug
Doug,
doesn't.
Doug says there's a coin shortage.
At least Doug doesn't follow you into the restroom and try to use your phone while looking like you're taking a picture of your dick.
We
What?
I thought we were talking about me
Yo,
for a second.
we
I'm
did
like, I
Batman
don't remember.
Begins. I did that to him because he walked in and I'm like, Adam, he's
did
like,
you
what?
see
I'm trying to
this?
wash my hands. And I'm like,
We
no,
went to
don't do
King's.
that.
Me,
I didn't know
Adam,
if they
and
actually
Titus
saw the
went to
ketchup bar or
King's.
not.
We went to King's like for breakfast before we went to Erie to watch that My Hero movie.
No, this is actually when we went to the Infinity War.
You saved it.
Was it?
No.
Oh, I thought it was before we went up to Erie.
I got told about
This
this.
one
and I
went
was
to
like, this
Infinity
is
War.
fucking hilarious.
Yeah, so anyway, we go into the bathroom and there's 2 urinals. I go to the right one, and Titus happens to go to the left
Meanwhile,
one. instead
I'm
of
standing
waiting.
outside waiting.
and we're both just there midstream, and he pulls out his phone and holds it up, just holds it up like this.
What an absolute
And,
champ.
and me, the instinctive person I am, just looked up and immediately thought he was taking a picture, so I turned away and damn near pissed on the floor. So I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? I tried smacking his hand and shit. He's like, I'm just checking my feet. I'm like, while you're pissing, are you fucking nuts? And this is like a normal thing for him.
Yeah,
Like,
no.
He like does this kind of weird stuff often. Like, he goes up to random people and go, if you were trapped on an island, which limb would you like to get cut off first? And it's like just weird shit like that.
Hey,
Or
to
if like
be
you can do
fair.
an extra attachment, which one would you be?
Nah,
you know,
that
he
is
asked
being
Sean
fair
that.
with
Sean with like 1 year, Big Sean. He asked Sean, if you can grow any attachment, what would it be? You know what Sean said? My ear.
So you're telling me he doesn't have social tact? Like,
Oh God, no. He took out this chick who was in a wheelchair and
Oh,
then
my-
and dumped her
No.
the next day because he got tired of feeling bad.
Jesus Christ.
okay, this is getting
Wow,
dark.
now we're just dissing
Yeah,
people
they-
straight up.
So
Like
anyways,
this is an
the
Eminem diss
main
track.
topic
if
of
you
the
see
night.
this, Titus, you didn't respond to my message. That's why I'm mad at you.
Now
Let's
this is
take it
now
back to
this is.
cheery things. Let's talk about the Zodiac killings that I
Christ,
did
is
not do.
MGK buried over there? Is that why we're dissing everybody now?
Rational draw rule.
Okay, so anything? Oh, one thing I gotta say. Should we talk about our favorite quotes?
Yeah, we can talk about
Yeah, we can talk about favorite
All right,
quotes,
I wanna
stuff that
start-
you guys
Let me start with mine.
like that we've said.
Oh, I've got a great coat.
Wait, no, can I fish? It's just so damn sexy.
yeah, I remember
I,
that.
I still want to get shirts made that says "Remember the hyphen." It's damn sexy.
God damn it, cool.
That was the best part was the context. 'Cause that's from the favorite Spider-Man suit.
Yeah.
That was so off the cuff for me, and I had just finished slamming a box of breadsticks. I was in a good mood.
Yeah, I remember
I was
that.
also in the Joker one.
Because we were getting ready to film one, and you're like, let's go to Pizza Hut. It's
was
like 10
hungry.
o'clock at night. We just
Colton wanted to go to Pizza Hut? I would never believe that.
Gotta eat to
Colton
keep your
has such a
strength up,
diverse
CJ.
eating
Hey,
habit.
Wait, no, never mind.
Gotta eat to keep your strength up.
Colton will out Pizza the Hut one.
I am Papa John.
What were you
Wait,
trying to say?
okay, sorry.
We-
We'll go back to the quote thing, but quickly, a shout out to the one person we couldn't get tonight who has been a guest on the show.
Oh, yeah, Lee.
Right.
He was actually, I think,
Forever in our hearts, not 6 feet under due to Doug.
Dilly dilly, 6 feet apart.
Well, I need them to come to work.
Drinking this.
We're already understaffed as it is.
but
Yeah.
Don't
yeah,
fucking
it's a
say
shame Lee
I'm
couldn't be with us. We just couldn't get a schedule to get them in as well. I do apologize for that, especially because Lee is in, I think, the video that has like the most views on any of
Yeah,
our
our
Remember the Hyphen.
Batman the Long Halloween review.
I'm not in the most viewed videos.
Well,
No, our most viewed
Adam's
one is Long Halloween.
Well, Adam's Family, I think, is the second most.
Yeah, Adam's Family is the second most. The top one is still Long Halloween.
Halloween with 60.
It has like I think it's up to 80 now. I think,
Yeah,
which
I
is
think
like
so.
crazy.
No, it's crazy how much it.
Yo, you hear that?
We gotta do more
We're all
Batman
second
reviews,
best.
obviously.
We'll love to sue.
Well, technically, you two are second best. Cody's technically third.
you.
Cody is Return of the Jedi.
I'm up to 4 videos. I remember I was in the Joker one.
I don't like
Oh, yeah.
sand. It's coarse and rough and gets everywhere.
It's Attack of the Clones. Wrong movie. But anyway,
So who's the other?
I
favorite
love it
quotes?
when you call me Senorita.
I have the high ground.
Who has some other favorite
any
quotes?
other good quotes from the show that you guys have
Or
enjoyed?
moments even?
Oh, from the show. I was gonna quote Leon Trotsky, but yeah.
Listen here, comrade. You got an ice pick for a reason.
Hey,
Stop you,
sister!
Dave.
No,
Hey,
we are
Hail the
the Hyphen.
revolution.
You just brought me on here to make fun of me.
Oh Jesus.
Oh God.
Anyway, yeah. You guys got any other quotes from the show that you guys have like enjoyed or just outright laughed at?
No, I got one.
Oh God, I don't like that. That's never a good opening.
You know what I'm going to talk about, you fucking animal?
Oh, can I do mine
If
first?
it's what I think it is, I'm gonna cry.
I'm gonna quote Colton. When are we doing Weekend at Bernie's?
That's exactly what I was talking about. That fucking shit right there.
Well, now you say that, I would like to announce that Adam, I've gathered all these people here
You
to
son of a
ask you
bitch.
to let us do Weekend at
We're
Bernie's.
not doing Weekend
Adam,
at
second
Bernie's.
What you
that
thought was
motion.
going to be Adaptations is now Weekend at
Yeah,
Bernie's.
so
Fuck
Adam
off.
organized this all, and he thought we were doing adaptations.
No.
But secretly, we
actually
all
Weekend at
planned
Bernie's.
to
It's
do
actually
Weekend at Bernie's.
Look,
Strap
We all
up,
watched
folks.
it
You're in for
beforehand.
another hour and a half of Weekend at Bernie's.
All right.
I second that motion, and I want to add to the amendment there of do we review of the second movie?
Yeah.
He goes to the Caribbean.
We are actually going to do a live reaction to Weekend at Bernie's right now, and just Adam is
You
just
just want
going
to
to
do
look at
riff
all.
tracks?
Yes, all our heads are like
tracks
mystery
for
science
Weekend at
theater.
You are all cordially invited to crawl right up my ass.
Why do you hate
all
that
the way
so
up
much?
the
I thought,
ass.
I'm
We
gonna be
have a good
honest.
time.
I'm gonna be
Weekends at
honest.
Weekend
I thought
Bernie's.
he was gonna bring up we were talking about, what were we talking about? We were talking about something Batman related. I'm like, why don't we just Weekend at Bernie's Heath Ledger?
Oh my god. I remember that. I was like,
God, I still die laughing at that because I'm like, that was, honest to God, something I just came up with and just.
thank God.
To quote Cody over here, do you think about what you say, or is it just the monkey at the typewriter just ripping another page off?
It's the monkey.
It is the fucking monkey.
Doug doesn't even have a typewriter. He just has a fucking old ink and quill.
Oh, it's purple pro, so I have to.
I loved his version of
Doug,
Hamlet.
you say purple like it's not blood.
I'll tell you what, Colton.
Certain animals bleed purple.
We'll do Weekend at Bernie's
That's all I need
if
to
I
do.
see you eat pizza with anything but pepperoni on it.
Anchovies.
Anything but
Or where you find your
pepperoni,
G-spot.
all right?
That's
All right,
not
hold on.
cheese.
Pizza Hut. I'm gonna need a pizza with no cheese, no pepperoni, just sauce, just the sauce.
Wait, Hawaiian.
No, not wine, just the sauce.
Hey, don't you
Just
be
a pizza.
dissing my Hawaiian pizzas.
Yeah, it's
And
good.
listen, it's gonna be a pizza where it's just half with sauce, half nothing on it. It's just the dough.
I want some.
chef's gonna
I
be
want
like,
some
these people
comments
aren't
down
crap.
below
Get a
whether or
chicken
not Hawaiian
quesadilla
pizza is
with only
acceptable.
chicken.
Yes,
There ain't
I
no-
think
no.
it is.
God, now we're starting a holy war on this channel.
It's a proxy war. This
Hawaiian
is the Cold War.
pizza is acceptable.
Keep it up. I'll cancel culture all your ass.
Oh, I'll fucking cancel you.
I'll find something.
Wait, what were we talking about originally?
We're talking about quotes from the show that have just been
Oh, yeah.
enjoyable.
It's really not a quote, but I love watching Colton slowly shrink into the seat when I'm getting ready to just flip out during the Birds of Prey review.
Yeah, and you see me pulling the collar up of my jacket, like, no.
One of my favorite parts is just having everybody enjoy the reviews, and then later on, Colton said like, "Yeah, I think I've got everything I need," and then just slowly quiet and just let Adam just talk it out, because Adam's like had a good time throughout this, and he's just like, "God, I hate this movie," or "God, I love this movie," and Colton's like, "Yeah, I agree." That's a good part. I noticed that during the Batman Begins. We were like 40 minutes in.
You know, now you think about it, I kind of noticed it in Thor Ragnarok too, because Adam kind of sat still until he got to Jeff Goldblum.
Oh, Jeff Goldblum.
I kid you not, Adam stood up in the theater and near screamed.
Jeff
I did not do that.
By
The only
way,
time I ever
I can top that. Okay, so we're
Oh,
watching Far From Home, and J.K. Simmons, the man, the myth, the legend, the J. Jonah Jameson, pops up, and this man right here, he starts an applause in
I
the
did.
theater.
I fucking did.
And everybody joins in and just claps
I
for
did see
J.K.
it.
But to be fair, like I didn't mean to do it. Like my body instinctively was like, clap, motherfucker, clap. And the next thing I know, I'm just,
Like a monkey with cymbals. You just didn't know what else to do.
and then everybody else started clapping, and I'm like, did I just
did
lead
a
a
thing.
Did I just lead a clap? What the fuck?
Wiz, remember the
That was
hyphen?
first orgy.
Criminals, that's what they are. Vigilantes. What are they doing on my front YouTube page?
To be fair, I mostly just always want to do the final words thing just to make sure we get everything out.
Final words thing is a good thing. I support it.
Anybody notice I
Unlike
put
the
ketchup
Zodiac
on my
Killer.
hot dog?
Did you put ketchup on your
Yeah.
Good for you, Doug.
Oh yeah, I don't get. I mean, I
Sick
like
fuck.
mustard better, but
I got another one.
I hate ranch.
Do you
though.
remember the episode where, and this was the week where I was high on that meme all week. Doug knows what I'm going to be talking about.
Oh no!
Where I brought up, you see, I think it was Birds of Prey, where I was like, I think this movie exists because this is part of Papa John's Day of Reckoning.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't a week. It was a month.
No,
I
it was
was
a
right.
song.
It was a month.
It
You
was
rode
a
that meme till it died.
Oh, it's funny.
It's not
it
dead,
died.
it's still happening.
They fucking buried that meme, and Colton came crawling to the ground. No!
He's a
No!
Didn't
here's the
engage
thing.
Papa John CPR himself.
Then I dug, because the best part was, I was reminded of that because the other night,
The best part.
no, listen, the other night when we went to go see Batman Begins, Riley over here.
poker.
Riley looks at my hat because I was wearing my Spider-Man 3 hat, which is a promo hat from Papa John's, and it's got the Papa John's logo on the back, and he's like, "Are you seriously wearing a fucking Papa John's hat?" So I'm like, "It's a Spider-Man 3 one."
I actually really like
The
Papa
poker
John's
is not
pizza.
yet hot, therefore there
I like
is
the
no
name.
reason
It's not
to worry
bad.
about me.
I've had it before. It's just hard to get it because I don't think there's really one around here.
I just like how whenever Papa John gets brought up, Doug's
What's
always
that?
looking.
Papa John's has distribution issues?
No, the best part about the Papa John's thing is whenever I quote it in an episode, I know the next day Doug's gonna come up to me when he watches it. It'd be like, man, Colton, I just gotta say something, man. This motherfucker, he looks fucking wet. Like he looks just stepped out of the shower.
Like, you all complain about Colton's overuse of memes. You don't go to lunch with him.
By the way, you were talking about, were you the one saying he takes memes from the
Yeah,
grave?
I know.
Me?
Yeah.
Colton loves to take memes from the grave.
He's a meme
Adam,
necrophiliac.
I would have loved nothing more than to go to Burger King and just split a Bacon King with you.
Hey, wait, Colin.
Sounds pretty gay.
I'd
Where do you
much
get these memes
rather let
from?
you
A
take
morgue?
care
Where do you get these fucking memes from, a morgue?
Oh, God.
$6,000 in the Cadillac.
What's the
I just
point?
want you all at home to
What's
know
the
this is my
fucking
fucking
point?
life right here.
What's the fucking point? I gotta argue with you?
Yeah, this kind of is his life.
Hey, I've been
But,
silent on the chat. I calmed it down a little bit.
But since
You
we're
mute the chat most of the time.
Yes, no.
Oh, we had a group chat when it was very first started. For at least a solid month, there was an average of 100 to 200 fucking messages nightly. There was nothing that drove me to
all the
nightly.
spam between
3 a.m.
I was just about to say 2 to 3 a.m. was usually where it was the best.
yeah,
Shit post
yeah.
at 3 in the morning.
Oh, boy,
time to
3
shit
a.m.
post.
Yeah, I can't tell you. I was finally peacefully asleep for once in my fucking life. And here I am. These animals wake me up at 3 a.m. with some stupid meme. And I'm just like, what are you people doing up at 3 a.m.?
I remember what one it was that night.
You
that set
remember?
off.
I'm glad you remember what it was.
You want to know what it was? Because it was Papa John.
Oh,
Remember, it was the
wow.
one where they made him
The
look
other
like.
one was a stonk meme, and I got pissed because you woke me up for a stonk meme.
No, listen. It was the one where they photoshopped Papa John to look like Dr. Manhattan, and it said, "I grow tired of these people's pizzas."
My favorite of that is the SpongeBob one where he's I'm gonna leave. And they actually throw in the blue crank.
I'm gonna head out.
You gonna blow that out, dog?
I know Cody's favorite one from that chat, because I've referenced it on the show before.
Cody!
No, it is
That was quiet.
Oh my
I
god.
don't think
You're
I
gonna
was.
pretend they won't hear that.
Wednesday, my dudes.
Get out of here with that. That's
All
your
right.
goose. That's your
That-
goose.
All right, we're nearing 4 minutes left of this remembrance thing. So I'd on a little bit more serious note, I thank you guys for joining me along on this experience. Mostly
I
my
provided mushrooms. Or not marshmallows. Marshmallows was not mushrooms.
You got mushrooms, so you're stashing for me, huh?
No,
Huh?
dog.
Don't
dog.
you tease me like that.
Oh god.
Don't tease me.
I make one.
Hold on. Adam looks into the camera like it's The Office.
As you were saying,
Dog, you're gonna look at me and
Edit
say
it, zoom
mushrooms
in.
like you don't have
Just
lines
on
of coke
Adam's
on your
face.
arms right
Just
now.
a pure disappointment.
I
can't
had
prove
that.
You
I want
can't
a live
No,
disappointment.
I had that.
face.
Remember that one. We were filming one of the FF reviews,
oh yeah.
and it was where we goofed up at the end saying hyphen.
Oh yeah.
Remember, I zoomed in on your face, and it was a meme for a month.
Doug, what? Hand me a hot dog. No.
Dog,
All
you're
right.
an animal.
Or the tag. I just want
But on a little bit more serious note, I thank you guys for joining me on this experience. I've always wanted to kind of do something like this,
We should do this more often.
and I would like for us all to do it more often. I know
Yeah.
it's not always possible, but I just want to thank you guys even when because honestly I think my favorite episodes are when you guys are on.
Aw.
Even though there is a lot of it that's just me and Colton. Because I mean, me and Colton, it's always a fun time. But
What you see on the camera with me and Adam, that's just the daily life. Honestly.
no, that really is. I mean, to be fair, that's basically why we started Remember the Hyphen. Because I'm like, you know what?
It was just so much of the shit we said on lunch was just outright hilarious.
We might as well get paid doing it. Unfortunately, we
Yeah,
haven't gotten to the getting paid part, but we're working on it.
All right.
Our
This
lives are a
episode
joke, so
of
why
Remember the
not?
Hyphen is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends
Jesus Christ.
Don't say their name, or else
or
they'll come.
NordVPN.
About to have a Manscaped commercial right here. Keep it up.
Are you still using those soaps your mommy got you?
Oh, what was the other one with
What was
the beard stuff?
What about PragerU,
Was it
huh?
man? No, dog. We're not doing PragerU. God.
But
Right, but
This is why I drink, dog.
oh, jeez.
but like I said, guys, really honestly, thank you all for joining me,
It's always
and
a
thank you at
pleasure.
home watching this. That because you guys really are the reason why I do this, even if there is only like 30 of you.
33. We had a new one today. 33.
So seriously, thank you.
Thank you.
And
I'll
again,
qualify myself.
so
Yeah, thank you. I love doing this, and I enjoy, because really, like, these are what we have at our job. We talk about this
This is
stuff.
how we meet Joe Rogan.
Yeah, this podcast and Joe Rogan are the only two podcasts we talk about. Every other day, I'm talking to Doug about the new Rogan episode.
Right. Oh, which I'm sorry, I haven't seen the new one about
Yeah,
the...
send him the new one. There's
Actually,
the
today-
CIA guy talking about MK Ultra.
Today, Aaron questioned how popular Joe Rogan's podcast was. It was like on YouTube, the man dominates. There's not a
It's
podcast.
like half my feed.
There's not a podcast
Yeah.
bigger on YouTube.
No,
But
it's
anywhere
true.
else, he's kind of like
Yeah.
mid.
I don't know if you guys have seen like the compilations that like break it down into like 2 or 3 minute storylines where it
Oh, the
just
generic, the clips. Yeah.
yeah, like it like conforms the clips into real funny stuff. There are some real good ones.
If you think that monkeys, if they were allowed to roam free, they wouldn't fucking kill you, then you haven't read the literature. that one where he just turns into a gorilla for like 10 minutes.
You want to talk about Gigantopithecus?
So,
No,
all right, let's get
Yeah,
but
back
Adam,
at
all right,
I'm
continue.
grateful to be here as well.
Yeah.
It's always nice to be here and
So-
have fun times with friends.
Now we got the reminiscing out of the way. Let's get on to the real meat of this episode.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
God. Shut up.
We're trying to be serious here. Come on.
So
We're 30 minutes in. We got a
We
full
gotta
tank of
actually
gas,
start the shit.
half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we got every fucko in this town.
Wait a minute, who
And
has
no
the
kids.
cigarettes?
And no kids.
And no kids.
They better be dipped in PCP.
But so the last episode we did before this, the reminisce the hyphen, we talked about this thing called the hyphen curse,
Which struck again tonight.
which struck again tonight.
Thanks, Doug.
Poor
Doug,
Doug
I
got
appreciate you taking the L on this one, because otherwise it was me.
What did I do?
Probably forgot the chairs.
Well, listen, it wasn't the chairs I was worried
You
about.
got my mask too, right? Because it wasn't in the car.
It's at home, and I will give it to you tomorrow.
Okay, good stuff.
so
Plan on being it.
basically, like, anytime we try to do something kind of more more bigger than usually just him and me sitting down doing the episode.
Or even just doing stuff in general.
Or
We've
just
gotten
doing stuff
lost
in
to
general.
Erie like 3
Yeah.
times now.
Yeah, trying to exist has been
Including
harder
the
than
time we
ever.
went up to Erie with Lee. We got
Yeah.
lost then again too.
Well, okay, I actually add that to this. Before I came here, I got lost.
Hyphen
Doug's
curse strikes
lost in
anytime we
life
want to film
and
something.
on the road.
Well, that's true too, but still.
Anytime we want to film something crazy, something stupid, some weird technical glitch, glitch in the mainframe.
When we shot
will happen.
reminisce the hyphen, you kicked the
Did you guys hear about this? You
Yeah,
probably
I
haven't.
watched it.
no.
Okay, so with the episode where we talked about reminiscing, okay?
Yeah, talking about how
We had it set up, and we're probably a good 40
30
minutes in,
in.
right?
Yeah.
And I had my foot up on a dash, right, just relaxing because my foot was asleep. Well, I put it down to like get the blood flow back in it, and it hit the edge of the iPad, and the iPad fell down and shut off and stopped recording.
Yeah, no.
And me and him
Like,
stood there
flex.
looking at it for a good 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And I looked at him, and
I
I'm
probably
just
would
like,
have screamed.
I looked at Adam, and I'm like, I think we just started laughing. And
No,
I'm
'cause,
what
like-
the fuck?
Like that was just perfectly symbolizes what happens when we try to fucking film.
That's fair.
Yeah, we just try to exist, and God's like, no, I don't think you will.
We're in the middle of Back
But,
to the Future, and Riley shows up, and I gotta go let him in.
Yeah, that happened. Colton doesn't get sauce on his quesadilla, so Adam has to spend 20 minutes trying to just keep the episode going.
Light dies.
Light dies.
Cody doesn't get the show
Episode gets lost on two
I was
different
just
cameras.
about to say, because this is our attempt at actually redoing the episode where it was going to be our first guest appearance with Cody. We had actually,
We had a great episode.
yeah, it
too.
was good. It was really, really, really good.
Yeah, I was actually attentive.
And then
um,
YouTube attacked.
Yeah, and then YouTube attack is that we were trying to film using the YouTube
Live app.
What a
And,
mistake
uh,
that was.
Yeah, that was
That was a horrible. We've never done that again.
never done it
I don't
again,
trust
no.
that.
like the only thing we've done live is when you shot that episode where we did
Last of Us.
Last of Us, and
that was through the PlayStation, which I trust.
and then the mic wasn't on for
Oh
half
yeah, the
of it.
mic wasn't on for half of it because I had my mic switched off by accident.
Dog, you just munching
Again,
on marshmallows?
hyphen curse.
What?
I think the best example of the hyphen curse, honestly, was and I don't know if everybody here has heard this story. It was either the first. I think it was the second one.
Yeah.
The second time me and Adam ever went up to Erie to just go comic shopping, hit some cool places, get dinner, just hang out on a day off, right? We got to talking about stuff like we usually do, and we kind of missed the turn. Well, Adam was like, "It's cool, I went to college up here. I can find my way around."
Adam did not.
We
find
got
his way
lost,
around.
and we were gonna run out of gas.
Yeah.
and we were on some like weird back projects, and so I even was joking to Adam. I was like, if worst case scenario happens, there's enough RVs around here. I'll siphon the gas out of the RV.
No, that was a thought process we had at
I was
one
gonna
point.
steal somebody's gas
But
in broad daylight, so it wouldn't have worked. I probably would have got shot.
So-
when you said we got to talking, and then I can't remember what it was. I just heard that. I'm like, and then he popped the question. I was just fully ready to make that joke, but I'm like, nah, I'll hold back.
No, that. I think that's why we stick to the interstate
no,
anymore.
it
It's
is,
not worth
it is
it.
why.
The only good thing that's ever come of us getting lost was us finding Action Toy Man up
That
here.
was the only good thing to ever come out of us getting lost. Which shout out to Action Toy Man. I hope you're still you're around in the apocalypse, because someday we're gonna get back up there.
I'm gonna spend a lot of money.
A lot of
Someday,
money.
somehow.
Doug.
So are you gonna sing Kryptonite next?
Somebody
Anyway,
say.
So what's the
Nickelback?
episode about? What's the topic?
so basically so we had 2 episodes that failed: the Batman Tim Burton Schumacher Batman retrospective, and the one we're going to do today.
Which is good adaptations and bad
Whoa,
adaptations.
whoa.
No,
You
what-
told me this episode would be about how Choji from Naruto is the best character. Is attractive.
Jesus.
I'm gonna get going.
You wanna fight? You wanna fight?
You wanna go? You wanna go?
Hey, take it off the camera, you animals.
Oh, I will have a weeb war right now.
Go dive in the pond.
You want to fight about waifus? We'll fight about waifus.
Yeah, but what about people who have tragic?
Listen, you guys can't tell me Asuka isn't the best.
Look, but he is a man with a sword. He fights against. He's a tragic character. It's a modern day
Listen,
Sophocles.
I'm just here to talk about when Boruto got his first Beyblade from Professor Oak.
Alright, that's funny.
Bringing them was your idea.
Hey, this was a great idea.
I'm just gonna go get his.
But anyway, like I said, we had a great episode filmed for bad adaptations, good adaptations, and the camera failed. So we're gonna reshoot that tonight, and we got an all-star cast of crew here,
Yeah.
and we're gonna discuss good adaptations and bad adaptations.
Pretty
So-
sure he means disabled all-stars.
Yeah, we're like Special Olympics.
But
demonetized.
I'm not even
In
monetized.
general?
YouTube's just gonna monetize me now, just to demonetize me, to make an example.
so before we get started, what exactly do I mean when I mean an adaptation? Well, yes. But, basically, an adaptation, for just to give an idea of what we're going to be discussing, is taking something that belonged in one style of media, be it a TV show, a book, a video game, a comic book, manga, anime, and putting into some other form, usually a live-action movie. Usually. I want to say usually.
You're
Realize
distracting
we're
the
gonna have to
show.
cook there, right? Some plastic.
I like how it's all happening off camera too.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you not to. I'll hang on.
I can accept that.
So,
Fucking
as
animal.
you're saying,
And that's basically the ones we're going to talk about. I do want to kind of steer the conversation away from comic books, mainly because that's something that's the bread and butter of the show. But seeing as how Riley brought it up, let's just dive into the one that probably everyone talks about, which is
The best adaptation.
M. Night Shyamalan's The Last Airbender.
I'm gonna let you finish, I promise. But I just want to say, Limp Bizkit was the best music adaptation of all time.
go fuck yourself.
Just raw and plainly what Doug said.
Yeah. So,
Thank you.
Last Airbender.
Reminds me of the one
Which
time
I've
I was
actually never
fucking
seen.
around
I've
the
never-
block.
I never seen it
I
either.
remember when
Nobody's
the-
seen it
I was
because
gonna
they all
say-
know how
I was gonna ask,
bad it is.
Did you watch like the show?
I've seen bits and pieces of it, because as everybody knows who watches the show, I'm not a big anime guy.
Yeah.
What's
think-
American?
Let's say we filmed this
King of the Hill.
first episode prior to Avatar being popular.
Yeah.
Or being
Well,
going through a revival.
resurging thanks to it being put on Netflix. But in my opinion, that there is just probably one of the perfect reasons not to do an adaptation, because in my opinion, the show was perfectly fine as a TV show. Like, in my opinion, that's one of the bigger complaints I have with doing TV shows and adaptations. If it has like an actual story, you can't condense like a 3-season show into one movie. or
the-
three several movies.
It's the same issue I have with video games for the same reason. Just
Yeah.
there's so much content, and you're trying to squeeze it down into
Well,
an enjoyable and an accessible 2 hours
well,
long.
I actually think more of the problem with video game adaptations is it's more they take games that have almost no plot
And they add it.
and they add it. Like that was one of the problems with the Doom movie. Like the Doom movie's fucking horrible.
I feel that
Super
way about
Mario
Resident
Brothers.
Evil.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Actually, to be fair, I like the Super Mario Brothers movie.
Bum, bum, bum.
It's not very good, but it's just that kind of bad that I can enjoy it.
What's your
I feel
name?
that way about,
Mario,
like, the
Mario,
Resident
Mario,
Evil
Mario.
I have a couple. I have a couple video game related ones, but I'm gonna wait just so we stay on topic.
Because
but-
like, it's kind of funny because like with the Avatar one, I think is so bad, but at the same time, I actually don't mind the Scott Pilgrim adaptation, even though it cuts a lot from the books out. Although, fun fact, that actually was being made when there was only like I think 2 or 3 books still, and the writer actually had to tell them what plot points they were going to do. That's actually how they got all 7 X's in there.
Which is funny because I remember that movie coming out when I was in high school. I remember people being like absolutely furious about that.
Yeah,
I think the large part of the reason why the Scott Pilgrim movies, not movies, but movie compared to the Avatar movie in terms of that adaptation was a huge success was because there was genuine heart and love put into it. Whereas,
AKA the writers gave a shit.
Yeah, yeah, it is in a simplified form, absolutely that. Whereas you look at like M. Night Shyamalan and Avatar, it's just like you have the perfect culmination of the media being like, all right, let's just take this,
All right, we have these characters.
we're gonna milk
I know
this
nothing
shit out
about them, but this one's bald. Let's put him in a movie.
Well, my personal
And
favorite.
let's make the lead Aang, the main character, the protagonist. Let's make him a girl.
Well, first of
Oh,
all, his
let's
name's
also
not Aang in
pronounce
that.
it-
His name is Ong.
Yeah, I was gonna say let's
Oh,
also pronounce
shit.
it
Because that's the more appropriate way to speak it in an Asian language, despite the fact that most people be like,
It's
what?
like I was watching Naruto dub.
Ong, Sokka,
Ra's al
Katar,
Katara.
Katara.
It's like another example.
We've already
of just
covered Ra's al Ghul.
No, we're not going back there.
We're not. Thank you.
I like his beard.
Shut up.
Shut up. We're not going there.
Doug, did you watch that episode?
Yes.
Shit, we're not talking about that.
I envy his beard.
I'm gonna punch both of you.
Keep going,
and I can do it all
Keep
at
going,
once.
Adam. Keep going. Keep going.
I was like, but like there, it's just not only that, but like, because this is the same man who, when he adapted this, was like, I could do Pokemon and I could make it a metaphor for the Holocaust.
Did he actually say that?
What
He
up?
actually
Relax.
said that. That is an actual
Ugh,
quote from
God.
M. Night fucking Shyamalan.
I wish I could flex
I
that.
don't know
hard.
who this guy
he
is,
was
but I'm
that- he was
already
that
not liking him.
Have you seen Signs or Unbreakable?
What about the villain?
One of these days, I'm gonna have to. We're gonna have to sit down and
Sixth
watch.
Sense.
Sixth Sense.
Bruce,
God, don't
One of these
tell
days,
me
we're gonna have to sit down and watch.
That's a movie
M. Night
I've
Shyamalan.
always seen the memes from it, but I've never just gave a shit to actually watch the
right.
movie.
I remember watching Lane in the Water, which is ugh. Oh,
No.
by the way, that movie, he basically was hit. That movie was him to attack his critics. That's
Yeah,
what that movie was.
he actually makes it where the monster eats a critic, and the critic talks about like what would happen in a movie, and
exactly.
I'm like,
Yeah, M. Night Shyamalan's bad movies are best started at least half drunk, and then every
Yeah.
time you get an overused metaphor or some plot point that makes absolutely no sense, you just take a shot.
my
So
favorite.
that way, hopefully, about 3/4 of the way through, you
my,
die.
my favorite being in Signs, how the aliens invade a planet that's covered in the one thing that they're fucking weak to, which is fucking water.
Right.
You're tell-
Go ahead.
You're telling me this alien race that knows this element is fucking poison to them and has the ability to travel the almost infinite space between our world and another fucking habitable planet doesn't have a way to detect if there's something that's gonna fucking be lethal to them?
Was that in another movie before, or a couple movies before that, like the day the Earth stopped? Was that
I think you're thinking of the
You're
world.
thinking
the
of
War
the
of
day the
Worlds.
Earth stood still.
Oh
I
yeah,
liked World of
yeah, yeah. Didn't they have the same thing about
garbage.
that? Like
Yeah, I
aliens
think
come
I
down.
think you guys are thinking of the War of the Worlds where they die because of our diseases.
Yeah, that's
No, no,
that's
it's water. It was
That's
like-
H.G. Wells' War of the Worlds.
No, like, the ones.
Day the Earth stood still is about
Yeah, it
them
was a
coming
garbage
down
movie,
and
but I liked it.
trying to save us from blowing each
Okay,
other
maybe
up.
it's the wrong movie, but I
Yeah,
swear.
you're just getting them mixed up.
Well, okay, maybe I'm just saying. In this movie, they come out of the ship and it rains and they die. Like I don't know what it is, but I
yeah,
remember seeing that.
It was
that's a
actually a book
reference to
before
War
they
of the
did
Worlds.
Oh, it was?
It was actually written back in like the 1800s.
Oh,
Yeah,
actually,
I have a
because-
very
yeah,
old
because
copy
the
of it.
the original book, they actually fight the aliens with fucking cannons and bayonets and
Yeah.
muskets.
Have you ever heard
It's
of this?
fucking wild.
And this is off topic, but this is one of my favorite things about history-related stuff. Have you ever heard about the radio drama? With it?
Yeah,
actually, they were just
Orson
discussing that.
Welles.
I think that's where most, if not everyone,
Yeah,
thinks
Yeah,
about
but
it
it's an
originally.
older story than that. I have a very old copy.
Which is
of it.
actually funny because that was done by Orson Welles, who was actually an ancestor to H.G. Wells.
Really?
What a
Yeah.
flex.
No, yeah. He was actually related to H.G.
Yeah,
Wells.
that term.
All right, Doug, I'm gonna overuse your face.
Speaking of H.G. Wells, probably one of the worst fucking adaptations of any of his is that awful The Time Machine movie.
I've never heard seen this.
I've only
It's-
ever heard bad things about that.
It's so fucking bad.
Oh no.
Because like they add more plot to it. Like I think they make it that like the Morlocks are actually like a plan of like some alien civilization or something.
a planet. Or
Yeah.
A plant.
A plan like of the Morlocks. The Morlocks are like an alien race. It's fucking
Wait,
weird.
yeah, because I never read the book. But I read the synopsis. Isn't like humanity splits into like
Yeah,
the
the
Ilios or Elos?
yeah the Ilios and the Morlocks.
Yeah,
The Morlocks are basically mole people.
I was gonna say, it's like people who live above ground and below ground.
yeah,
basically.
and it's supposed to be like a critique of capitalism. Like
Yeah.
that was his critique of it.
Because it takes place like I think like thousands, maybe millions of years
In the
into the
year
future.
25.
I think I've got one that because you mentioned Scott Pilgrim and how you like it, where I've always heard people
Well, to
talk
be fair,
negatively about it.
Actually,
I
real quick. It's one of the things that really separates Scott Pilgrim from me to compare to like other like movie adaptations is the acting.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think the class of acting in the Scott Pilgrim movie was leagues beyond like Avatar or like
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Evolution or
Because
like
it seemed like the actors actually gave a shit.
Yeah.
It was not so much they gave a shit.
Make
they
me pig, Geeko.
Yeah, they just got
Yeah.
like, I guess like A-list actors. I guess like even just like just decent.
And a lot of the
Yeah,
times
I
the
know what you're
material just doesn't. Because like sometimes like even if they get good actors, sometimes because they've butchered the material so badly, like they can't even act in it well. Because like, I mean, Last Airbender does a lot of problems wrong. The one being the fact that they got white actors to play Katara and Sokka because they were the kids of like one of the producers.
Oh
God.
god.
Was that what that was?
Yeah.
I heard a
Big
controversy about it, but it was kind of like small.
And
Can you
It
imagine
was
if that happened
it was the fact that Sokka and I think one of them was that Sokka and Katara were not played by actual like Inuit or Native Americans because of the fact that they were so pale in skin color.
Right.
Which
Whitewashing.
because I actually think the actress that played Katara actually was blonde. And I think they had to put probably the
I
other
think they wigged her.
yeah the other one that was really bad is the penis hair that
Yes!
Princess Yue has. No, legitimately like they shape the shot so that like there's like her hair looks like
Yeah.
a dick.
It does.
Legitimately like a dick.
Yeah.
Brad Jones talked about that on
Yeah,
one of his
a
reviews.
lot of people that have talked about The Last Airbender did that. Like, and not only that, like, one of the things that I always get pissed off with adaptations is how they ruin certain things. Like, bending is a fucking joke in Last Airbender.
Oh,
What are you talking about? Did you see the waterbending scene between her and her teacher?
That's one scene.
That was a
One scene?
masterful scene. I could swear I saw a very weak sprinkler
Oh, okay.
shooting
Yeah.
against another
Yeah,
very weak
the
sprinkler.
one for me was when they're in the Earthbender prison,
Oh,
and
my.
it takes 5 benders to summon that one rock, and then the other guy has to shoot. I'm like, Earthbenders could fucking lift tanks and shit in
And
the
the
TV
opening-
show.
I
yeah.
would,
I watched a
would,
blind little girl smash a mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would-
Don't tell me. You need 5 men to build up a rock.
But,
I would rather them have not featured bending at all than featured what they had.
Okay, sorry.
Because I kind of forgot what I was going to bring up.
But anyway, I'm sorry about getting off topic
No,
there for a
that's
little
fine.
bit. You were talking about
I
Scott
don't
Pilgrim.
remember what it was.
Oh, sorry,
that I was
dude.
gonna bring up.
what adaptations do you
Yeah,
think
let's get
were-
it. Let's,
And we're just doing bad ones. Okay, well, I remember what it is now. An adaptation because you mentioned Scott Pilgrim, that you kind of enjoy it, whereas
Yeah.
I've always heard people talk negative about it.
Well, I mean, I kind of enjoy it now. It was one of those things where I started not liking it, and then I was like, knowing what I know now of it,
I
it's
can
actually
take
kind of
Yeah.
kind of impressive.
Yeah.
I kind of have a similar situation with, and I know you and I have talked about it before, the live-action Josie and the Pussycats movie.
Yeah.
From the early 2000s.
You have talked to
I
me about
actually
that.
enjoy it. Like, I don't think it's a good movie by far. I think it's an awful movie.
Yeah.
But like, I find it enjoyable. I think the music in it's pretty decent. You know, I mean, it's just a very early 2000s movie.
It's certainly better than the interpretation Riverdale gives them.
Ooh, yeah.
Holy shit. Riverdale is I've not even seen episodes of it. I just know stuff about it from secondhand. And holy fuck.
That's rough.
Miss Grundy sleeps with Archie and they make Miss Grundy hot. I'm like, they have a punk rock version of fucking Sugar by the Archies.
And it's not not even.
It's
not even
fucking
a punk-
horrible.
it's not
I've
even a
heard that
punk-
song.
It's not even a punk version.
It's,
No, that's
I
the
forget what
point.
it is.
It's pop.
It's
And it's
fucking
not
bad.
good
Whatever it
bubblegum
was.
punk.
But
Yeah,
that's the point. I mean, that I think is a perfect symbol of that show. Let's take something like sweet and innocent, childlike, like Archie, and make it grittier and more
And
modern.
maybe it's on me because I know a lot of people, including I have a couple nieces that actually love that show, and I'm like, I just don't get it.
Sometimes
I
you
don't-
just
I don't-
need to
I
disown
also-
family.
To kind of tie this in because it's also kind of the same publishing company. I also don't like the new Sabrina the Teenage Witch show.
Oh, the Chilling Adventures.
I can't stand it.
To be
I like
fair
the-
to that
I like-
that
I
show,
like
it's
the
based on a
original one.
comic.
Aren't they
It's
redoing
based on a
Charmed
comic
too?
book where it's more scary.
I know, but
I'm not that I'm saying I disagree with you. I'm just saying I get
Yeah.
why you don't like that because it's
probably I don't know. Maybe that's on me because I grew up with the Melissa Joan Hart one, which is the
Yeah.
one I think of, and because I know people have issues with that one too. But it's like
a lot. To be fair,
I think it boils down to preference with that.
I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that it takes place completely away from Archie. I think part of the reason they did that was because they didn't have the rights to Archie. They could only use Sabrina and the characters in Sabrina. So that meant you had her,
Zelda,
Helga,
Salem.
Harvey, and Harvey. That is literally all the characters you could use from Sabrina. If you, like, that means you can't have her interact with Archie, Reggie, like the rest of the Archies. You can't have them with like any of the other Archie characters because they literally only had the rights to Sabrina. Which, and to be fair, that's the problem with adaptations where you're doing something that's intertwined with something else. Sometimes you can only use those characters because of that. But
Well, sometimes even if you do get the rights to characters, I've heard nothing good about Red Dragon, the original Hannibal movie.
oh yeah,
I have
of that.
heard nothing good about the one where they actually have Anthony Hopkins in it.
Oh,
I have heard nothing.
Yeah,
good
I've
about
actually heard more people talk about the original Red Dragon
Oh,
film. the one that-
Manhunter?
Yeah.
Yeah, Manhunter. To be fair though, I've seen bits of that. That actually looks really good, Manhunter.
Has anyone seen Cobra Kai?
I've not seen
I've
Cobra Kai.
I've seen clips of it. It looked interesting,
I
but
say it looked pretty good. I haven't started it yet.
I mean, the
Yeah.
only adaptation I accept that is a sequel to the Karate Kid is No More Kings' song "Sweep the Leg," which is about Johnny complaining about the fact that his life has been a wash ever since he lost to
Wherever you told
Daniel.
me about it. Yeah.
Guys, I don't know what you're talking about.
Karate
The Karate Kid that was adapted from Will Smith's son.
Oh,
one of
God,
the
yes.
best guys.
Wait, it's Kung
You
Fu.
cannot convince me otherwise.
same.
Honestly, the Kung Fu thing doesn't bother me nearly as bad as the fact that they actually took the name so fucking literally and made him a very little kid.
Yeah.
Because, like, okay, like, I get why people get upset that, like, Daniel's called the Karate Kid, but I'm like, okay, A, that's alliteration. People like alliteration. That's how they remember
also,
things.
kids definitely back then, like Billy the Kid,
Yeah.
like kid was a young adult. It didn't just meant like a child.
But, like, the problem there is, though, like, he's so young, I'm like, why the fuck does he just tell a teacher or a parent? For God's
But
sake,
China.
he's like,
Also, in fucking
I know,
Jackie
it's-
Chan's promoting beating the crap out of him.
well, you know.
Yay! You get your shit beat.
There's
and
another-
I'll teach you how you not.
But I mean, it's just that's what I'm saying. It's like it's that lazy writing of like, oh, because it's a bully story. That's why it's okay. It's
See,
not
the,
as
the original Karate Kid was a bully story.
But-
It really, even the second one.
Well,
But
to be
we
fair,
had to.
to be fair, the Karate Kid was just Rocky, but with him as a teenager.
But here's the thing: as a teenager, he had to fight because that's
Yeah,
part of
'cause,
being
like,
a man. I mean,
when
not
you're a
saying
teenager,
it
like
is,
you
but-
can't. Sometimes you can't go to authority because then you'll just get your ass kicked even more.
Right.
You know what the sad part is? That movie probably could have been great if it wasn't titled Karate Kid. If it was a
Yeah,
if it was
you know
a
what?
standalone movie,
Honestly, I would
That's
agree
it
with
probably
that.
would be like considered. But because it's like, associated with Karate Kid, like the previous like foundation,
Right.
it's automatically just
What
it's
movie-
just
I mean, after Neo Yokio happened, I don't think anything with Jaden Smith in it's gonna be considered a
I
good
got my
thing.
What are you
Pen.
talking about? That was great, Adam.
I got
My two quick complaints.
I got
with
one
the
word for you.
Toblerone.
Ghostbusters.
Toblerone.
Oh,
my two-
Let's put that on the back burner for a second.
Yeah, my two quick complaints with Karate
While you're doing
Kid,
that,
besides the
I-
entire movie,
I'll be right
are
back.
just the
You guys
entire
keep talking. I'll be right back.
All right.
the entire
leave
awkward
myself.
love story, because the kid.
Oh yeah,
is-
because like he's like
he's
they're
like what,
10.
fucking 10.
yeah.
I don't want to see 10-year-olds kiss. I don't even want to see 10-year-olds think of kissing.
Somewhere
And-
Stephen King's like, oh, I guess get ready for my next orgy scene.
they were like they were like
Sick
they almost filmed it. They almost filmed a scene for it, and they were gonna put it in the movie. It was
Yeah.
it was literally. Gonna be a
I know it's
20-minute
real. I
scene.
just
Yeah.
Um,
Are you talking about the original, the new It movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, like,
They were
because I,
straight up going to put the orgy scene in the new.
Oh,
in the new-
I know people
for
that
them.
No, they weren't obviously going to show anything because they're kids. They legally can't. But like
But
they
the
were,
implication.
Yeah, they were gonna-
yeah, the
yeah.
implication, and they actually, I think it like got like Dunzo.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
let's
you
get,
can't
like,
do
top
that.
because
producers,
I
but-
know people that complain about the two Stephen King It miniseries or It adaptations, and they're like, "Where's the 13-year-old orgy?" And I'm
People
like,
actually say
who
that?
yeah, there are people that
There are actually
complain
people
about
who
that because
would
they
rather have it like more realistic.
That's
to
why.
the book
Okay,
than like
Which-
morally right.
like yeah, like they would like.
Stephen King's a fucked up individual. I'm
well, he
gonna
kills
say it
kids
right now,
in
yeah.
every
Well,
novel.
not only
he
that,
has.
like Stephen King even admits that some of his shit, like he like I
did he do
like-
that drunk and high?
yeah, a couple of books he doesn't remember writing because he was that coked out.
Like Cujo. Cujo, I think, was one of those.
Yeah,
books.
Cujo was one of those.
But my other quick complaint with Karate Kid is there was like one particular move that like they were filming up on the top of the mountain where the guy was on like the stone edge of like the castle or whatever the hell it was, and they spent millions of dollars
Yeah.
filming this like 5 to 10 second move
Yeah.
because the person demanded it. And it's just like I don't give a shit how much money you have for a movie budget. That's fucking insane.
Yeah.
That is a ludicrous waste of money.
Yeah.
Like I can find much more efficient ways to waste money in at least a productive manner.
Cocaine.
Like most congressmen know how to do that with their slush funds.
Exactly. Swiss accounts.
But actually getting back to something Colt was talking about with Josie and the Pussycats, one adaptation I hate that everyone rags on, because I actually think it's not that bad of a movie, is the Rocky and Bullwinkle live action film.
Is it okay?
I've
It's
never
good.
seen it.
Yeah, I actually think, well, because like everyone's like, oh, it's hokey and cheesy. I'm like, but to be fair, that's Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Yeah, it's a cartoon.
I love the Rocky and
Bashki.
Bullwinkle live action film, because I was just talking about that because you brought up Josie and the Pussycats. I don't get why people rag on the Rocky and Bullwinkle movie. I think it's perfectly acceptable.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah. Just, can I just say something about what you?
I
Am
guess
I
it's-
taking turns?
We're all going to the bathroom.
I actually remembered too. I'm gonna let Doug
where's
go, but I
hand
actually remember
sanitizer?
what I was gonna bring up to you before. What?
Oh, the hand sanitizer.
I don't know.
Anyway,
We'll look at it
why don't
later.
you-
We'll find
I
it
do
later.
remember what I was gonna bring up before, but I'm gonna let Doug go first.
Oh, so he was talking about. We were talking about the Stephen King books.
Yeah, and I was talking about how everyone gets mad that
Christ.
nobody likes that. No, that there's
They
no
didn't put the
13-year-old
orgy
orgy.
scene in the It
Ugh.
movies.
So
At least you didn't bring up Carrie 2.
oh
No, I've seen
Which
Carrie 2.
I actually
Carrie 2
like.
is
I'll actually
Who just
defend it, but
bring
that
up
movie's
Carrie?
not good.
Who just bring up Carrie?
Hey, the original Carrie is fucking great.
Yeah. So about
And
what?
which Carrie? You talking the original? You talking the 2004 TV remake? Or are you talking about the most recent film remake?
Yeah, the 2014.
So
I haven't seen it.
That's
Really?
the thing.
Nope.
It's not awful.
Last one I watched was 2004.
I prefer the original as well.
I had a 3-pack with the original 3.
I like the Lifetime sequel they made.
I don't know what that is, Adam. But
I'm
I
not
don't
even
fucking
kidding.
trust
There's a
word of what
Lifetime
you're saying.
movie sequel to Carrie.
I know that's Carrie 2.
Oh,
That's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
It was supposed to lead into a TV show, just like the 2004 one.
I like. Speaking of TV shows, did anyone here know that before they did the Bates Motel TV show, there was actually an attempt to make another TV show related to Psycho?
No.
Really?
I didn't know
Really?
this.
It was about basically the guy that was in prison with Norman. They were cellmates.
God, so they pulled
Yeah, he comes out-
They made
but-
a book from the person that was the cellmate to Susan Atkins.
Yeah,
Oh.
but he doesn't want to kill anybody. He wants to turn the Bates Motel into an actual bed and fucking breakfast.
That sounds
the fuck?
interesting.
And they wanted to try and it was played like a silly comedy.
Oh God.
And I'm like, because I watched this on an episode where they talked about like failed TV pilots, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, no wonder it didn't get past the pilot stage. Who the fuck wants to have a silly like bed and breakfast like comedy romp at the Bates fucking motel?
Yeah.
That's like.
Helter
like-
Skelter, the romantic comedy.
That's like making a Helter Skelter. That's like making a Helter
Helter
Skelter
Skelter romantic
animated
cop.
Wait,
series.
yeah. So what? So,
I'd watch it.
so
I
it's-
know you'd watch
Where
it.
you from?
the
Still my
opening would be
Manson girl
badass.
waifu.
Wait, so a girl's in the bathroom and she's like, "What's in here? Looks like chocolate syrup on the shower."
That's
That'd be
actually
funny.
acid.
No,
Um,
they use chocolate syrup for blood.
Speaking of animated adaptations that are great, How about that SpongeBob anime episode that does?
Yes.
That was fucking
Oh,
brilliant.
beautiful.
I have a couple ones animated for good ones, so I'm gonna save them. But like I said, I remember what I was gonna bring up to you, and I know I'm gonna lead into this. I want to see if you guys can pick up on what I'm gonna bring up. No, it's not Weekend at Bernie's.
No, him and I are coming up with a Weekend at
Is there a
Bernie's
cartoon
animated
of that?
series.
No,
What?
I actually think there is.
No, there's no Weekend at Bernie's
Anyway.
cartoon series.
Oh,
Christ.
do you
Cartoon.
mistake? I am no common podcast show host. I put on the Watchmen 5-hour cut 2 minutes ago.
Oh god.
The Watchmen movie, because again, that's another thing that I have seen being so polarizing. There are people that fucking hate the movie. There are people that enjoy it. There are people kind of in the road with it.
There are people like me who think only the Saturday Morning Watchmen short is
Yeah.
the best adaptation of Watchmen.
The
He
Reds
won't
are polluting the
He
river.
won't watch the
We
5-hour
call the
director's
watch
cut.
because I don't want to watch a 5 fucking hour movie.
I never watched. Wait, what?
Especially when they bring in the fucking pirates, the Tales of the Black Frigate. The Tales of the Black Frigate, I barely sit through when I read the book.
Do you want to bring up the ludicrous thing I watched one time that you still were in awe that I did?
Oh, the 18-hour cut of Apocalypse Now.
Oh yeah, the Redux mode.
No, the work cut.
Oh
Yeah,
damn.
Where it's
Literally-
18
yeah.
hours.
Is that what was it? Dennis Hopper? You showed me the
Yeah, the
clip of
cut
him.
scenes. It's like
That's the one where
there's
he
a lot-
dies?
There's like it's at least 8 hours long.
I took
It's
this
just
picture.
Vietnam flashbacks confined to like one day.
Yeah, basically.
Wait, did you watch the TV show, the Watchmen TV show?
No,
I
I
did
haven't
not.
seen it. I've heard good things about it. Here's my deal with Watchmen stuff. As someone
Yeah.
who's read the original comic,
To be honest, I think you and I kind of agree.
Yeah.
Here.
the film I can tolerate on a good day. The TV show I haven't watched yet. But here's my thing with Watchmen stuff. Alan Moore is a grumpy old wizard.
It's true. Like,
It's all shit.
It's all
like
horseshit.
I can't get
Watchmen.
behind the before Watchmen stuff because a lot of it kind of retroactively ruins parts of that book for me.
Yeah, that's why I've never read it.
Yeah, which is why I've never read them. I know about them, but I've never read them. I probably would like the after TV show just because it at least tried to do different things. But from what you
there
told
was
me,
stuff
it's-
that you and
yeah.
I heard that I was, especially stuff with Lori, that I
Yeah,
was
I
like,
was
that
like,
doesn't make
that
any
doesn't
sense
make any
compared to
sense,
the
yeah.
book.
Right.
Because the thing with the movie for me is that I like it up until a point, and that's when they change the twist. Because the way they change the twist doesn't work with the politics that they are referencing in that of 1980s Cold War. Like the way they changed it does not prevent the nuclear holocaust like Ozymandias thinks it would. In fact, in my opinion, it would actually cause it to happen. But that is just me. I know a lot of people who can get past it because they think the original book's ending is stupid. They're wrong, of course. But
No, it's all-
him.
that's
it's all horseshit. Watchmen shit.
hey,
Everything's
that's
shit.
just a
theory.
A game theory.
No, theory shit. YouTube shit. It's all shit.
You know what's a
Let me
good
tell you-
Read my novel.
Let me tell you who's
podcast-
better. Who's better than you, Grant or Alan? It's Superman. He's He's a god. We're all gods.
I still love that Grant Morrison told Alan Moore that he needs to stop whining. That was
Stop whining.
holy god. That was
No,
funny.
that was and when his daughter took a picture of him with a Zubat on Pokemon Go, that shit was fucking hilarious. Fucking Alan Moore in his fucking wizard's cave.
Speaking of Watchmen, of Watchmen and Alan Moore. For one for the bad, because I've always seen everybody ragging on it. You know where I'm going. League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
To be fair, League of Extraordinary Gentlemen's weird because I didn't even really enjoy the comic League
I've
of
never,
Extraordinary
I've never
Gentlemen.
seen it. I don't really have an interest
I've
in it.
seen
I'm sure I'll
them-
watch it eventually.
I actually remember one time going to camp. I watched that movie like 5 times because that's all we had. And okay, as a kid, it was all right because all this some action stuff and some sci-fi stuff. But of course, looking back as an adult, I realized there's a lot of fucking weird.
So you
things in
had
there.
the adverse reaction to it that you did with the first Raimi movie.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Looking back on it now, you think that the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen movie is bad.
Right.
You had the opposite reaction.
Oh, yeah.
to the first Raimi.
You know what?
movie.
You're right because I thought that was bad. I just thought it was not as good.
Yeah.
And then when I watched the Raimi films, I thought, okay, you know what? This is actually pretty good stuff. Like I don't know why people rag about it. So
It's because it's the internet. Why does everybody rag on Nickelback?
I mean,
don't know.
to be fair, like from what I've seen of it, I kind of get why, but like, because like I think a lot of it has to do with how much. Because I know a lot of people that adore V for Vendetta, and
I've
I
actually
can't
never seen
because
that movie
I-
either.
me
I
neither.
don't appreciate the fact that they. Because a lot of people are like, well, V is actually like a real hero, and I'm like, he's not though. He's legitimately a terrorist.
I could have 10 minutes for Vendetta and still not express how much I don't exactly hate the movie, but I hate the people who obsess over it and view it as a godlike
Like
film.
my problem with it is because especially because of the fact they alter the politics to be about post 9/11 Bush politics. It really
On a
severely
hyper.
dates the movie.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, I know the original V for Vendetta was about 1980s UK politics, but I would have rather they kept, because in my opinion, the stuff with the UK politics still, especially because Margaret Thatcher is someone that you could still talk about regardless.
Margaret Thatcher is just an impressive political figure in all regards. No matter whether you hate or love her,
But I think-
you'll always have something to talk about.
I mean,
But
Doctor
always still
Who did
relevant.
like Doctor Who
Exactly.
did the Happiness Patrol about her, and
Right.
while I admit the subtext is fucking hammered over you with a fucking mallet,
Right.
let's paint the TARDIS pink.
But no, here's the thing though about what you're saying is that it's not really, even if it was like about maybe influencing, if some of the Bush stuff was there, the Bush politics, the problem is it was made as a reaction to that. Like it
Yeah.
was trying to pander to that outrage instead of just trying to analyze an actual topic.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it would be
Speaking
better
of
if it was general.
pandering,
Oh God,
let's talk about Gotham real quick.
no,
Never seen it.
You like Smallville?
no,
Wouldn't it be great
no,
if instead of having Batman as a teenager,
no,
we made him a
Going to happy
child,
place.
no,
He's going,
and he doesn't become Batman, but instead wears
No.
like a gimp suit,
no,
and they kill Azrael with a rocket launcher.
no.
this sounds like the
And,
prequels.
Yeah, it's not very fucking good. It's like Smallville. Like I can't
No.
stand either of those. Where
You ever hear the Patton Oswalt joke? Like, he's talking to George Lucas, like, hey, you're making a new Star Wars film. What's it going to be about? It's about Darth Vader. Oh, is he killing people? No, he's a king. He's sad.
No.
Jar Jar is the key to all of this.
It sounds like that's what Gotham is.
no, that's basically what
Misa
Gotham is.
Baker, you're so full of bullshit.
That's an actual quote he
Think
said
I
in the
was
behind.
supposed to
If
be
you ever
more
watch behind the
crazy.
scenes for episode 1, he actually does say Jar Jar is the key to all of it.
Yeah, he does say that.
Correct fucking quote.
I think I've gone too far.
I think I got a.
They
It's a
should've
little.
stayed with
So he
that
said
plot
later
line.
too. I think I went too far.
It's a little. What did he say exactly? It's a little bit ambitious in a few places.
Jesus.
Speaking of bad adaptations, I got
All right,
I
we've been
got
talking
two.
about bad adaptations
This is
for
gonna
a while.
it's gonna be my last one because these two.
I mean, we're
These
probably
two we
going to
got some
talk more about it,
ammunition
but
for.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lump these two into the same conversation because they're both about video games.
Oh boy.
Original games.
I'm talking about the shitty Silent Hill and Resident Evil movies.
oh, fuck
Yeah.
off with the
All of
Silent
them.
Hill movies.
There is not a single good one in the whole fucking bunch.
Hey, you know what'd be great if we had a Pop-Tart jump scare.
Are you serious?
That is a thing that happens in one of the
Jesus
Silent Hill movies.
Christ.
Oh, and now we're getting a Fatal Frame movie.
Oh my god,
Because
fucking
nobody asked for a fucking Fatal Frame movie.
It's not like we
That's what I
wanted
said.
a
I'm
new
like,
game.
listen, same company. It's Silent Hill. I'm like,
fucking
what?
God, no!
Lionsgate?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
like, I
because
don't.
they just do horror stuff. Because Lionsgate, I think, is the same people that did Saw.
I was
Cabin
so.
I don't
Fever.
know what it is with Hollywood and just taking beloved franchises and just pumping out absolute shit.
There's only one.
Like one of my most recent complaints and bitching is the Artemis.
Oh, I was actually going to bring this up, so I
Yeah.
wanted you to bring this up. So.
Yeah, the Artemis Fowl franchise. Now, I read through the entire series, and I was an avid fan when I was
I was
younger.
too.
And I
Actually,
still
keep
enjoy the
talking.
books.
I'm going to get another log of the fire.
Right.
Yeah, still enjoy the books and whatnot. And they might as well just took it to the butchering block, fucking smacked it on the ass, whispered in its ear, "You don't matter," and then chopped off its limbs and then killed it.
Well, they did the same to the original series of unfortunate events movie.
Yeah. I never watched it, but I heard
Because
about it.
instead of these people even pandering, they can't even pander correctly. Like, fuck, if you can at least pander to a crowd and make them happy, I mean, shit, as a casual, I suppose I can come to accept it. But if you can't even fucking correctly pander to a film without, if you can't even correctly pander, why make it at all? You
No,
might as
like-
well just make it for the fans So that way, at least you can do what Harry Potter did.
Hey, wouldn't it be great if Artemis was actually a nice kid instead of the asshole that he is in the books?
Yeah, the entire core story arc of Artemis Fowl throughout like these 7 to 8 fucking books is he starts out as a conniving smart kid who is not evil but only out for his own self-good.
Think Damian Wayne if he was friends with the Fae.
Yeah. And so over the course
I
of
figured that would
8
explain it.
books, he grows from this kid who's only out for self-interest to slowly realizing there's more to life than just what I have in making these friends and just not being an overall prick, to the point where at the end he ends up making blah blah blah, self-sacrifice, blah blah blah, spoil, and more complicated shit. But he grows as a person over the course of 8 fucking books.
Yeah.
And you could have had this shit. This could have been a new Harry Potter if they had given even a single bit of shit for it. But they didn't even muster that. They couldn't even muster a single shit to like try and stay even slightly true to the
Honestly,
book.
that's how I feel
anyway.
about the Percy Jackson movies. Because
Percy
they
was gonna bring
Jackson's
those
film,
up too.
yeah,
Percy Jackson's another one.
exact same way. Instead of putting the single bit of attention into these like movies to have somebody who read the books, who cared, who loved these things, and wanted to see them grow and become better than ever, they're like, oh, we can make a quick buck out of 2 or 3 movies and then just dump the bitch like lost stock.
I think the issue with video game movies, because what you just described, that's my exact problem with Silent Hill and Resident Evil, is that they just take bits and pieces and think that you can rearrange them into a new fucking mosaic.
With Silent Hill, they barely
And it
took
doesn't
story.
make any fucking sense.
With Silent Hill, they didn't even like they took character names and the fucking monster bestiaries.
When they did the new one, and I saw it was Cheryl, which
Yeah.
is, Silent Hill 3 is my favorite Silent Hill. I know a lot of people say 2. I like 3 better.
I
When
like
I
the
saw
room.
she was in it, I'm like, oh god, what are they gonna do to my move? To my
hi,
game?
Mark.
What are they gonna do to my game? But
There actually is a Silent Hill 4 game called The Room.
Yeah.
yeah, I would argue that the issue Hollywood has with video game movies, and I think maybe they're starting to get better, because I heard good things,
Really? Did you
or
see
at
the
least
Sonic movie?
decent.
I was gonna say that.
Did you see?
I
mean,
heard decent
I-
things about the Sonic movie, and I heard decent things about the latest Tomb Raider movie.
I mean, Detective
Yeah.
Pikachu is really
Did you
good.
see Power Rangers?
I can't wait to see Tomb Raider
I don't
for
watch-
the 3rd time in
I
my
don't watch
lifetime.
Toei stuff, you know this.
I'll deal with you in a fucking second.
But anyway, I think the issue Hollywood has with video games
Did you see a Michael Bay
movies
movie?
is the same issue that for the longest time they had with superhero movies, where I don't know if it's just they don't get it, or they think that the people they're gonna market it to, they think we're fucking
They
stupid.
just don't have enough people who care about the source material.
Well, that
Yeah.
I think a lot of it comes down to what Sal from Comic Pop said that one time. Why are we doing this? Basically, because a lot problem with Hollywood is that
They're chasing the almighty dollar.
they're chasing the almighty dollar,
That's why they have so
and
many remakes
they're also-
instead of like new movies.
and they also want to put their own spin on it.
One of my biggest things is I fucking abhor directors, because here's the thing: making a faithful adaptation to a book series, a video game series, or anything that is coming
Just
to
anything.
yeah, anything coming to cinema for the first time, whether it's going to be a franchise or not, is being faithful. And that should not take precedent over everything. But here's the thing. Making a good, faithful movie is literally going to be better than whatever the fuck you make. Because here's the thing. You're not fucking special in Hollywood. You don't fucking matter. But if you can make a faithful movie that is impressive to both the original people who love
You'll
whatever
just
it
get
is,
the fan following, and I think that's the most important.
yeah,
Yeah.
if you can make it impressive to the fan following as well as the casual viewers, that will be your best and most renowned movie your
That's
entire
actually-
career.
That's actually why I really like what they've done with like The Walking Dead. It doesn't follow the comics like to a T, but the actual events like kind of simulate.
It's a loose.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very loose. Even like some of the characters, they're either in the comics or not in the comics. or
Honestly,
you have
that's probably the
characters
only
vice
way to do it, because with the way the Walking Dead storyline works, you
Right.
literally are just telling the same
I
story every
but I
single time
like
with
I
different
like that the
characters.
directors and the producers are upfront about it in the beginning.
Yeah.
They're like, this isn't going to be how precisely, but you don't get that from like the last Airbender, like the Avatar movie or the Dragon Ball
And to
Evolution.
Well,
tie
Like,
it back, me and Adam have said numerous times, you want to know what Resident Evil, the movies, are an excuse for? It's an excuse for Paul S. Anderson to show off Mila Jovovich, who's his wife.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That is the only reason they make those movies, because
Yeah.
I'm like, here's the thing, I've been the Resident Evil fan for a while, since probably about 2008, There is no one that fucking likes those movies.
Or Alice,
I don't know
for that matter.
why. I don't know who was funding all those. Who thought people liked them? Like, I don't understand it because I'm like, every time those movies came out, they got fucking panned.
I think more people like Resident Evil 6 than those movies.
But
Yeah,
people
Resident
saw
Evil
it,
6
though.
is awful.
But here's the problem, though. People see those movies, and that's my third. You said the two things about they don't know what they're doing and about chasing the dollar. And it's really that they're pandering to the lowest common denominator. They don't care about hardcore fans, cult followers, like of a franchise. They don't care about being faithful. They care about marketing. Like, how many people of all these demographics can we get to see this movie even if it's one time?
That's why Vin Diesel's going to space to Fast and Furious.
And
He's
No,
gonna
they're
fight
gonna-
the Avengers.
No, they're
next.
gonna
In other
they're gonna
words,
adapt Power Rangers
casuals.
Turbo, and they're gonna have all their cars
Oh,
be
Doug,
Megazords.
you don't want to
they're-
get me
they're gonna be
started on
Quantum.
casuals.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And here's the thing: is I can respect the chase for the almighty dollar because at the end of the day, everybody needs money.
Yeah.
Okay, Rick.
And all right,
Everything is an industry. Everything's a business.
yeah, everybody needs money. It all needs finance. Everything needs to pay
But
off.
there's a right way of doing it. It's why the MCU has done so well.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and
like-
that's the
And
thing.
there
is
are
the
faults
end-
with the MCU. Everybody does have them.
Yeah,
But the
they're
thing
not-
is, the positives outweigh the
Yeah,
negatives
they-
in a lot of ways.
But
They
everything-
respected it.
Yeah,
they respected the stories
because-
that were conveyed, and they made sure the original fans could enjoy it
Well, and even
just as much as everybody else.
Well,
and
even-
that's why they've come to this massive success.
well, and even then, like the other thing is, even if they change things, it still feels spiritually like it's representing
Yes.
what it's adapting.
So any bad adaptation either has bad acting, bad writing, or bad producing.
Yeah.
Or all three.
The
Yeah.
MCU has
The trifecta.
has at least middle lined all three of those, if not slightly excelled.
like,
I, think,
well,
I think the actors they have gotten have above and beyond what they could have done for the
Well,
role.
and
Absolutely.
I also want to say the other thing is they had someone who had a vision and kept everything on track with Kevin Feige. Because in my opinion, I think thanks to Kevin Feige, we've actually had them stay on some sort of track.
right.
Like, because you had Josh Whedon do the first Avengers film, and I like the first Avengers film for it being what I fucking wanted, which was
Best
to see.
fucking Hulk movie I've ever watched.
It is the best fucking. Well, actually, I say Thor Ragnarok is the best Hulk movie I've ever watched. But
That's
Oh.
fair.
Guys,
but-
I don't know what you're talking about. The 2008 one? Was it 2008?
Angry?
Which one?
Angry.
Are you talking Incredible Hulk?
He's
The
talking
most
about-
recent one?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
that
2008.
Oh,
Guys, that one
God,
is the
no.
best Incredible Hulk movie ever.
I like the 70s TV show.
I mean, to be fair, that's actually a lot of people's problems with most Hulk movies is they're not anything like the TV show.
That's fair.
They grew up with it.
But the thing with the first Avengers film for me is that it's fun in that it's what I've always wanted, where it's just all the toys are on the table fighting each other. Because like that,
Yeah.
because like everyone complains about how bad the first GI Joe live action film is.
Oh, fuck me.
I
You
actually
made
like
more?
Resolute because Resolute is just because like Resolute is you get Cobra Commander in his actual fucking outfit. You get that scene where all the ninjas are fucking fighting along the mountain. I'm like, that is literally just like kids playing with the toys.
That's like all I wanted.
Like
yeah.
that, yeah.
That's all I wanted.
I wish that's what I got with fucking Transformers.
But Orson Welles said that's bad because he didn't like the
All I
Transformers
wanted,
movie.
can
all I wanted
fuck
to see
off.
was see Snake versus Storm Shadow. and I
I
got
thought
it.
we
That's all I
praised him,
wanted.
and then we said.
All I wanted with Transformers was to watch big fucking truck turn to big fucking robot, fight the big fucking tank robot with a fucking energon
Actually,
axe
Adam,
and
you-
No,
snake.
you
you'll-
want
you'll
Megan Fox's
appreciate
ass
this.
and you'll thank me
You
for
can
it.
fuck off.
You'll appreciate this. That's actually why I really like Dragon Ball Heroes.
Yeah.
Because it's literally not nothing on it is canon, but it's all
Yeah,
fan
it's
service.
what I wanted.
Oh, you want to see Cooler be golden? Here you go.
You want to see SS Blue Gogeta, SS4 Blue Gogeta?
You want to
Here
see
you
Super
fucking
Saiyan
go.
Blue Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Goku fight alongside to beat up Super Saiyan
Yeah.
4 Broly? You got it.
Now, I have a good one I want to ask.
You want to see Jiren go Ultra Instinct because he can?
Here you go.
Why
what is
fucking
it-
not?
Wait, what is it called?
The Final Fantasy movies?
Oh.
What's your guys' opinion?
I have
I have
never
no
seen
stake in it. I don't know anything really about Final
I heard
Fantasy.
one thing about Advent Children. Did Advent Children ruin Cloud's character?
It does. Okay. I don't know. I don't consider that an adaptation. The live action Spirits Within movie. Well, okay, not live action, like CG Spirits Within movie is fucking bad. I'm gonna just leave it there because I can't.
Let me just encapsulate. Adam took like 2 to 3 seconds to think out
How
how
bad.
properly
How
he
bad
could
this
word
was.
this. And at the end of those 2 to 3 seconds, all he could come up with it's just fucking
No,
bad.
like I've watched this video talking about what happened to that movie. I still don't know what happened to that movie because for what I understand, it was originally a CG animation that they I think sent to South Korea to animate because
Oof.
they were going to make a studio there.
Oh yeah, that's how it
And
always starts.
Long story short, it got so over fucking budget, they had to only take what footage was done and just
Jesus.
yeah, like legitimately, I can't
the
even go into that. The thing with Advent Children is it fundamentally doesn't get Cloud's character at all. Like,
He's emo.
well,
Of course.
to be fair, there is a legitimate reason why he's like that in the movie, but until you get to the part where they actually tell you, because that movie was
Garbage.
poorly edited,
Yeah.
because they actually had a director's cut that's actually
Slightly better.
slightly better.
Editing, acting, and dialogue can all destroy a movie. If
Yeah.
any one of those is off by too much, then the movie's just basically garbage.
But because getting back to my complaint with Transformers, that's actually fundamentally what is wrong with the live action Power Rangers film for me. Because I've gotten into this argument a lot because a lot of people love the 2017 Power Rangers film, and I am not one of those
I've never
people.
seen it.
Yeah, I never saw it because it looked like trash.
I saw the first one.
Like,
Yeah,
No,
I've seen the first one. That's it. I've seen the original one. I
Yeah.
rented it.
Tell me, Cody, why did you see Transformers over the new Power Ranger movie?
Because I thought they were the same.
Yeah, they legitimately do look the
I
same.
couldn't tell the
Cody, tell me, were you under the influence when you were doing that?
No.
No,
What
you
a
get my
fatal
stash again?
mistake you made.
Of course.
to be fair, they
Bison.
do look fucking exactly alike. The Megazords look exactly like Transformers.
Wait, does that have the same level of CGI? Really?
And they used the Breakfast Club the storyline.
Yeah.
Oh no.
where they're all
Because
because
they're all like delinquents in a
well,
detention.
and that's my problem with a lot of adaptations is where it's like oh, this show is like drenched in like a certain timeline. Well, we're gonna modernize it up because that's more mature.
Riverdale.
Just to give you a glimpse of this, there's a girl in here. She leaked another girl's nudes.
Kimberly actually.
What?
Yeah, one of the
Kimberly-
main characters leaked another girl's nudes,
Oh,
and then
leaked.
we're supposed to feel bad for her because she got in trouble.
And she's a Power
What?
Ranger.
Are you
She's a Power
serious?
Ranger. Yes.
And not only
That's
that,
like a Lifetime
not only that,
film.
she drops a car on the other girl's car and doesn't feel bad about it. And I'm like,
Oh my god.
Haha,
Basically
relatable, right, guys?
Ruin this girl's whole high school career,
That
and then we're supposed to feel bad about it.
This is what Evan Ooze is the best.
to kind of go with Adam, I mean, about modernizing stuff. I think another reason Hollywood does that is, and I'm gonna be blunt with it. They're fucking lazy and don't want to actually do research.
Yeah.
Like I've always
That's
said,
how I feel about,
I am awful to watch war movies with, because
Yeah, he
I
is.
will count shots, and if I don't see you fucking reloading the pistol
I do that a
after
lot.
6 fucking shots, I'm annoyed.
I give the benefit of the doubt 8.
There was one I watched. It was some Iraq movie, okay? And I joke you not, the guy, they must have handed the actor the gun, right? Dude, the receiving bolt was still out here. That thing was not live. Fuck out of here, that annoyed me.
The actor was just a reporter from CNN.
Or like Vietnam movies or World War II movies where
Oh, my head out.
the shit, the attire, the look, it's not fucking accurate. It
Yeah.
takes. And this is what boggles me is because I know it's laziness on Hollywood's part. There are people out there that specialize in this shit. You can go on YouTube and find movies that are like homemade, like about Vietnam or about World War II, done by reenactors, and it looks fucking accurate.
Actually,
But they don't want to go for
The
accuracy. 'cause
production
they're like,
value
it takes
doesn't
too
have
much
to be good.
money.
I'd much rather see a good, accurate movie than a high production, good looking movie.
I want it to. It's like with me when I go to see a historical movie, I want it to fucking look right. I don't want it modernized. I don't want Hollywood to cut corners
I don't
because
want- I don't
it's
want an
cheaper to just
interpretation.
cut corners. I'm
I
like, if you're gonna make a historical movie, fucking spend the money.
Yeah, you don't want like an interpretation.
Yeah.
Of it. You
Unless-
want,
spend the
want it
fucking money.
as accurate as you can.
Unless
There's
it
no
is
excuse
a
not
new
to.
movie, new script, new creative title, do not fucking interpret it. You can interpret things about it. Do not interpret the movie.
You know what
because
got that
because
right?
when you interpret movies, that is a fucking stain on your resume.
and to be fair, like I do think things need to change for adaptations because there's certain things that aren't going to translate.
Of course, and that's a given.
But like, you can't
Don't overdo it.
Yeah, overdo it. That is the
You can't
biggest
drop
problem.
a movie from the 50s and drop it in modern day. It's not gonna work.
They did that with Footloose.
Oh, don't get me
yeah!
started on that fucking atrocity. Hey, let's hire, because like, They hire actual fucking like dancers. I'm like, one of the best things about Footloose is those people weren't real dancers.
No, they actually.
Like, because the whole plot of that film
They were
isn't
common
about
people.
being good
Common
at
people.
dancing. It was they wanted to dance
No,
because
they
dancing was
basically-
outlawed.
They basically turned into like High School Musical.
Yes,
without
I was
singing.
gonna say.
And there was like a dance scene every
And-
5 minutes.
And the fucking countrified version of fucking
Ugh.
Kenny Loggins. And now we gotta cut loose, foot loose. And I spend most every night beneath the light of a neon moon.
Oh, we're gonna get copyrighted now.
That's why I stopped.
I think we spent a lot of time on bad. I
Wait,
think
can
let's
we-
switch it to good. Now
I-
got-
and I got-
Somebody
got
know a
one.
good adaptation?
Wait,
You
what?
go first, I'll go after
I
you.
got one because it ties into my historical one, and Doug's gonna back me up on this.
All
On
right,
this.
let's go.
I got two. Okay. Number one, and this is an example of updating a film in a good way. Apocalypse Now,
Okay.
which
yeah,
is an
'cause-
adaptation of Joseph Conrad's novel
Okay, I see
Heart
where
of
you're
Darkness, which took place in 1800s Congo.
You're right.
That
Exactly.
is a perfect example of how you update something
exactly
and you keep the core themes, you keep the characters, they act the same.
right.
Are you
And
talking
it turns
about
out
the
great. It's a
18-hour
good movie.
You
No, he's
talking
talking
about
about
the
the-
18-hour cut where 17 hours.
We're talking about
I'm not
the
talking about the
original.
18-hour cut. I'm talking about the original cut.
Yeah, exactly. But no, because I actually am reading. Reading. I'm actually still reading Heart of Darkness. And
I'll turn this fucking campfire around at you two. I swear to God.
Adam's favorite Godzilla movie is Godzilla 98.
We're gonna get to that. You chill out.
so no, I'm reading the book, and like I actually watched the movie too, and I can see how reading the book, the people who made Apocalypse Now, like let's capture the symbolism of the jungle and this like very far up exotic place that all Westerners are trying
It's
to
a
impose
dark
their-
place on the map.
Right,
It's
they're
not
trying.
mapped.
They're trying to impose their will, even if it's a good will. Now power corrupts.
Well, and,
So-
and the further the main character Willard goes down the river in
Right.
both the book and the movie, it just keeps getting weirder and it keeps getting darker and it really
Exactly.
just shows like I always argue, like a lot of people will always label Apocalypse as being a Vietnam War movie. I argue it starts out being that.
Right.
By the midway point, we're not in fucking Vietnam anymore.
Well, technically-
this is we are, but we're talking about just how people can be dark to each other, how they can be evil to each other, and just how
Or just
being
chaos.
put in situations, it just awakens the darkness in the human like psyche.
Because
really.
there is a scene in the novel where they're like having these ships like just bombarding into the jungles of the supposed natives that are attacking them, but it's seamless and aimless. It kind of reminds you of the scene, of course, the famous helicopter scene where
they're
they
going
play-
there just because they got a nice point there for surfing.
right. Or that one scene where they're like in the trenches at night and nobody's in charge and they're just firing into the night. Like that's a great. I would say it keeps the spirit of the novel in the
Reminds
film.
me of Walmart.
But yeah, that's an example of how you take an adaptation and you do it right, and you keep it true to the book.
It's a spiritual successor.
Yeah, and to
I think Lord of the Rings is another good one.
Yeah, Lord of the Rings is very good.
What about The Hobbit? Is that good too?
I like The Hobbit more than The Lord of the Rings.
Yeah,
but I
the
think
Hobbit.
that's
The
just
Hobbit should have
because-
only been one movie, in my opinion.
I think a lot of the fact that I like The Hobbit more is because I saw it first.
I haven't seen any of those ones.
That's fair.
I think I just relate more to Bilbo.
I just can't take a 200-page book stretched out to three
What,
movies.
you're a small person inside?
Well, I'm a simp.
another
Is that what Harry
example.
Potter is?
To kind of be the opposite of Apocalypse in terms of being good is that you take something and you drastically alter the source material, but I argue you make it a better product, and that's Eddie and the Cruisers. Because I've actually
Really?
read the book.
Oh, it's a book?
Yeah, it was originally a book, and it's totally different. There's like a murder plot in it.
Oh, okay.
It
I feel the
is.
same way about the S.C. Hinton's The Outsiders.
I love The Outsider.
That's probably one of my favorite novels.
I like.
Yeah.
We do it for Johnny.
We do.
Stay
for
golden,
Johnny.
Stay golden, boing boing.
That's probably one of my favorites.
Wait,
man.
remember that?
I like how we all instantly start.
Wait, you
quoting
guys
it.
remember that actor who auditioned for? He had like in the '80s, like auditioned like.
Who, James Franco?
No, it was some other guy. Nobody. He's like, I won't be able to walk right anymore because I'm scared.
Oh my god, I remember.
He
I
was like
remember
Daniel
that. I've
Tosh.
seen it.
He was like Daniel Tosh.
I've seen that.
That reminds
that
me
video
of
is fucking hilarious.
His one-man show.
reminds me of, like it's kind of a weird just talk about how we almost got the weird, unbelievably morose version of Back to the Future where they had that other actor.
Oh God,
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
it's Eric Stoltz.
Yeah, they had a different actor, and it's one of those like like certain roles are only made for certain people.
Yeah.
Because if you change them, the acting just makes that a radically different movie.
Live action Scooby Doo.
Oh,
I
God.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're not very cool. To
I
be
mean,
fair,
I have a small place in my heart for live action Scooby Doo.
I do for nostalgia's sake. But
Yeah.
not for
Yeah,
like.
it's very
yes.
small.
I don't think those movies
keep
are
it
very
under
good.
4 locks,
Wait.
and ultimately
We're gonna have to review
it's
those
waiting.
for
I have a
I know
question.
we have to.
But do you want to finish your? I have a question, but you want to finish your thing?
well, I was just about to say, to be fair to that movie, it actually could have been good because originally that was supposed to be a really dark parody, much like the Brady Bunch movie or the Addams Family films. But the problem is the studio's like, this is about a children's cartoon. You don't do that.
Right.
So they made it so that basically they had to go have, which in my opinion, I wouldn't have minded.
Yeah, I
Like
wouldn't have minded
I
it.
wouldn't have minded a dark parody where like Daphne and Velma are lesbians and like legitimately
Dog,
like
that's not how you respond to that.
and like legitimately Shaggy and Scooby are just getting high in the
logical
basement. Like it would have actually been really good.
Community's sake.
But if I could throw in a good adaptation,
What?
2012 Dread. Dread is fucking amazing.
I'll
No,
see
and
one of these
I will
days. I'm
agree.
gonna have to see one of these days.
I actually like that it's a more of a serious movie than. I mean, no offense to anybody that likes the
Honestly,
Stallone one. The Stallone one
I am the
feels,
law.
feels like a comedy.
Yeah, which to be fair, I think they wanted to kind of more embrace the parody. The problem I have with that movie is
He didn't
Rob
keep the fucking helmet on.
that and Rob Schneider.
I don't
'cause
really
nobody-
like how he didn't go
I really love Rob Schneider.
Adrian and the Sylvester one. I don't.
20 years. 20 years.
Jesus Christ.
But you showed me.
No!
I haven't seen it.
Surrender!
But you showed me the hot shot clip. The hot shot clip was a really good one you showed me.
Oh, the hot shot clip. Yeah, that hot shot.
The whole movie's great.
I gotta see it. I have to.
But anyway, Doug, I'll let you take.
So I have
your-
2 questions. One, okay, this is a weird one because we were talking about yeah, we're talking about Final Fantasy. So would Kingdom Hearts count as an adaptation? Disney stuff?
Telling me you
or,
want a Kingdom Hearts live
like
action
each
movie?
level?
I find that more of a mashup than an
Yeah,
adaptation.
But what about
because
each
it-
world
it creates
itself?
it creates its own story,
But what
It's
about,
got its
just
own
using
identity.
previously made characters.
oh, but right, as a whole, but what about the
I consider that a-
individual worlds?
I consider that a crossover.
It's
What
an
about the
edgy
indi-
fanfic.
What about the
Yeah.
individual worlds, like where they reenact the plot of the movie, but in
I don't think I can
I don't
really
think I
consider
count
that. It's
that.
more like because of the way that it's treated like you're playing through like a story.
Because
Yeah.
then we open it up to every video game that has a difference from the source material counts.
okay,
Like, half the plot of Spider-Man 2 in the game
okay,
is not the same as the movie.
Right.
Half the plot in what's another good game adaptation?
Shrek.
Yeah,
I played
actually,
the
yeah,
Shrek
kind of.
game.
Yeah.
That
I
game
don't-
was okay.
Which one? There's like 7
That's what I was
Shrek
saying.
games.
First one.
I'll say when
Mario
I went
Party.
for the original Xbox, that's what I played.
But no, I know what you're saying.
Spider-Man 3. I don't remember Connors in lizard form being in Spider-Man 3. Do
That's,
you?
I mean, to be fair, they wanted to do that.
I
for
know they did,
Spider-Man
but
3.
is it in the movie?
No.
Okay, I get what you're saying. And wait, I had one more.
Like, I mean, I see your point,
yeah.
and I'm not saying
But
it's,
if we
I think it opens up a can of worms.
Strictly
Yeah.
speaking,
Your opinion's not invalid, but it doesn't matter.
right. It lets too much out. And
Yeah.
what about this? Because
It's splitting hairs.
Yeah. So this is because I just remember what I shared a couple of nights ago, and I know you guys got angry about it. What about English dubs of anime movies or TV shows like
Actually, we
Digimon?
talked about this.
we did talk about
Is that an
Because I said King of
adaptation,
the Hill
or
was
is that
the best
something
anime.
different?
So it was like kind of like back and forth. So the only one like we kind of like agreed on was like My Heroes, like All Might versus the subbed and dubbed, because you kind of get a different feel for how he says things.
right.
And the only other difference was like it's just how things are said.
But here's my
like
thing with the movie
pronunciations
though.
and stuff.
But I mean, I understand with dubs. Like I think it's a different thing that's more subtle, which I agree is
Yeah,
it's important.
that
But
and, like,
the
the stuff
movie
4
though,
Kids
Digimon,
Like 4
you said
Kids.
the
Leave
English
4 kids
dub
out of
is
this. I don't
different,
wanna hear.
totally different from the original Japanese one.
it is.
Editing. That's what I'm more thinking.
And to be fair, that goes back to what he was saying about 4 Kids. Thankfully, nowadays
4 Kids doesn't exist.
they technically still do.
Don't
Because
they sell like umbrellas or something now?
no, they are now known as 4K Entertainment, and technically, the writers who have been doing Pokemon still do Pokemon for Disney, and likewise, the Yu-Gi-Oh writers still adapt Yu-Gi-Oh, which is one of the bigger problems because 4K Entertainment actually still owns the rights to to distribution to Yu-Gi-Oh. They actually won the the English distribution rights from Toei. It's actually why Toei actually says it's okay for fans to fucking torrent Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah.
Konami.
Konami, but
I'm
well,
gonna go with
Toei animates is for the show.
It's
for
kind
the
of like how
anime.
Pearl Jam
probably-
doesn't have a record company anymore, and so they tell people you can pirate our music, fuck
Yeah.
our record company.
Yeah.
My point is that when you edit something, how far do you have to edit for something in terms of dubbing till it becomes its own thing?
I'd argue.
We
like,
could
the way
argue that
4K
for another
there's
hour
like
in
certain
its own right.
like instances where I would agree with you. Like
Wait,
like,
Garzy's wings. What about Garzy's wings?
Oh god.
Like,
Well,
when-
to be fair, Garzy's wing, that is so badly done. I don't even know if how I could even pierce that.
So there's an old like couple like Yu-Gi-Oh like 3 episode parts where
Right.
there's these cards that are called the Dizzy cards,
Oh yeah.
and it was basically like just like drunk cards.
Yeah,
Like,
they were
like,
because
your
because
characters were drunk.
because the character was a
Sounds
sake
like my neighbor.
In
maker.
the Western adaptation for that,
Right.
it was replaced instead of the
Being dizzy off of sake, it's
they were
hot
hot
sauce.
And
Well, sometimes.
and actually, they do the same thing in Naruto with Rock Lee when he fights
Are you?
Kimimaro.
I thought.
And
Instead of the whole drunk fist thing you would get in the subbed,
It's the loopy
it's
fist.
the loopy fist from his medicine.
Are you
It's
serious?
not
Because
from the
doesn't
his-
Tsunade drink sake? Did they?
They don't
ever
call it sake.
Yeah,
they just
don't
they
ever
just
reference
are drinking.
alcohol.
I mean,
period.
Okay,
there's
yeah.
Brock's jelly-filled donuts too.
Didn't they take out Asuma's cigarette too?
They did take
In-
out
in-
Asuma.
in part one.
Yeah, I know.
They
that.
didn't
They
take
did
out the
that-
lighter though.
They did that for
So there's
the,
actually a scene of him going to light a cigarette without a
It's a
cigarette.
candy
well,
cigarette.
They did that for the original Viz edit.
Yeah.
Nowadays, you get the uncut stuff
Oh.
because they originally the first I think two or three seasons, Viz basically just did 4Kids. Where 4Kids did with One Piece, where they didn't release the uncut. They only
Okay.
released the edit.
Because uncut stuff used to be harder to get. Remember, that was why it was
Not-
a big deal when Batman Beyond Return of the Joker uncut became a thing.
With anime, yes and no. With anime, if it was strictly made by a like a kids entertainment production company, you would not get an uncut. If you could, like with Dragon Ball, you could actually get the uncut. Well, eventually, like
Well, that's what I mean, eventually. Because remember, for years, Return of the Joker, you were only getting the censored cut.
well, and to be fair,
And
with
now it's kind of flip-flopped where the censored cut's
It's
actually
actually
harder
harder
to
to
get
find.
now. Like, if you find the original tape of that, it's worth a little bit because it's harder to get. Because I don't think
Yeah.
they've ever re-released it on DVD that
because
much.
like nobody
or it's
really
not
cares.
circulated.
Unfortunately, it is the bigger problem.
The people who care are the ones that are interested in, like, how is the censorship done? What's the difference compared to the actual uncut?
Because they actually had to reanimate like several scenes in that just to.
Well,
get
and
around
sometimes
it.
the editing in it's even poor. Like, remember the
Yeah.
scene where Batman throws the knife at the Joker?
Oh, yeah.
Where in the uncut, because he's been using a knife to cut open the ribbons that he's
in a
been tied
rage,
up
he
with.
tries to stab
Yeah,
Joker straight through the
he
head.
straight up throws it at Joker, and Joker ducks.
Yeah.
And it goes through the curtain behind him and leaves a hole. In the censored cut, you see Batman basically break out of the ribbon. His hand's still back like he's got the knife,
like,
but then
he
they
doesn't
cut to
throw it.
Joker
Yeah.
laughing. But you can still see
See
the
the
hole in
hole.
the curtain behind Joker. Which I think was one of the first giveaways where people were like,
Yeah.
that doesn't make sense. Why is that there?
The other is the weird couple that Barbara talks to because because they're literally just two people in fedoras and trench coats. And you're like, what the fuck
Yeah,
is
the
that about?
uncut, they're supposed to be like
Prostitutes that Barbara, one of which looks like Black Canary. which
Yeah, I was gonna say.
they actually were in the TV show. They were
Oh.
Barbara's informants.
They're in the comic adaptation. I think the
Oh.
comic adaptation was another way people figured out like
Yeah.
this got edited because the comic adaptation is different.
There's some.
No, finish.
There's also some really weird vocal re-edits.
Yeah,
Right,
I have one more Batman thing for adaptations, Doug, and then you can go. Because this is an example of them taking the source material and improving on it, kind of like what they did with Eddie and the Cruisers.
Right.
Batman Mask of the Phantasm is
Oh,
infinitely
yeah.
better than fucking Year 2.
Batman Year 2
Year 2 is fucking
garbage.
terrible.
Damn.
Like super
No,
garbage.
it's awful.
Hey, you know what'd be great if Batman tried to kill Joe Chill with the gun he used to kill his parents?
Ugh.
Because Batman's like, I can't kill the Reaper or stop the Reaper unless I shoot him.
What?
Yeah, Mask of the don't bother reading Year 2. Just get fucking Mask of the Phantasm. It's
It's way
infinitely
better.
better.
So I got something. What
What do you
about, well, see, we're talking about certain types of adaptations. What about a very underrated one? Porn parodies.
No, we're not doing porn parodies.
No.
We're not doing that.
downloaded the wrong
This is a
Scooby-Doo
family.
movie.
This is a family show.
What are you talking about?
This is a fucking family show.
Doug, that's gonna be a lost episode right
We
there.
started out talking about the Zodiac killings.
That's still family friendly.
What?
Murder porn.
Oh,
Kids watch Investigative Discovery.
Pretty sure you yelled Helter Skelter.
I mean, let's talk about SpongeBob.
That's a Beatles reference.
All right, I'm going to talk about one of more positive adaptations.
I appreciate your joke, but no.
I
We're
know,
not
I'm
the
just
cinema
joking,
snob.
I'm
We're not
joking.
doing
No,
porn
I-
parodies.
Caligula.
Probably one that a lot of people forget is an adaptation is John Carpenter's The Thing. And I'm talking about the original John Carpenter's The Thing
we
because
talked about this.
John Carpenter's The Thing is
What? What's so funny?
You were just like, not many people remember, and then Doug's like, yeah, we talked about this.
Because we did talk
well,
about
yeah,
the
we
thing.
did talk
Because-
about this at work.
We're all on the same wavelength. Together we make one whole idiot.
We're a tripod.
Fresh, strong together.
Basically.
But
Apes.
That's what
But
you're saying.
I because what's not only that, it's actually the second adaptation of it. Because there was
Yeah.
a film in the 50s called The Thing from Another World, which is kind of neat on its own, but I prefer John Carpenter's
Wasn't
The
it
Thing.
also a short story?
It was it's an adaptation of a short story called Who's There.
Okay.
It was made in a science fiction pulp magazine. Because I've actually seen the comic adaptation of that too, thanks to Linkara.
Right.
And it's radically different. For one, they don't. Instead of using a flamethrower, they use an electrified rod, which they use to hunt for ice fishing. It is literally just a pole with an electric wire wrapped around it.
Like
And
cow prod?
Yeah, and they use it to kill the thing until they. I think they eventually cobble together a flamethrower, which is hilarious because the original version of the thing, and this is why I love the John Carpenter's one, is because they make the body horror so much more. Before the thing can eat people,
Right.
it has to turn into this weird three-eyed green alien with white mop hair. It looks like the aliens from like Toy Story if they had a bad case of red eye and wore a mop on their head.
The thing.
No, it,
The claw.
the other thing is in the original adaptation they made the thing a plant creature because it basically they made it like a pod person,
Me Seymour.
kind of like that. Also, a lot of people don't know the musical adaptation of Little Shop of Horrors is not the first version. There is a horror version of it that was starring Vincent Price.
Oh, okay.
But I love The Thing from Other Worlds because John Carpenter's The Thing because like it's just the perfect adaptation.
Yeah.
Because like it trims a lot of the weird goofy shit out of it, like the fact that they got the spaceship out using fucking thermite,
Right.
and the ship melts because it's made out of fucking magnesium, which
Yeah.
wouldn't have made it through the atmosphere.
I've got a good adaptation, and we've discussed it on the show before, and all three of us have discussed it in person before.
What?
I explained it to Riley the one day.
No, I don't
And
like where this is going.
I'll introduce it with a quote, and you guys will know what I'm talking about when I start it. Steel isn't strong, boy.
Oh yeah, Conan the
Flesh
Barbarian.
is strong.
I'll
What is
go back.
flesh compared? What is steel compared to the hand it moves?
No, Conan the Barbarian.
Conan
is
the
really
Barbarian.
good. Is really really good.
Have you ever read the original stories? Like,
Yes, I have a whole lot of them.
Okay.
Actually, I've got one that we've talked about a lot, and technically they vary wildly between good and bad. James Bond.
That's true.
I agree.
In some cases,
What?
the movies are better than the books.
Bond
Yeah.
Jr.?
Spy Who Loved Me is
We're not talking about Bond
Listen,
Jr.
Spy Who Loved Me is a fucking boring
You told me
book.
about that.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the
But-
book's
but
boring.
But the
as fuck.
movie is really really
Yeah, the
good.
movie's great.
Man with the Golden Gun is I think considered one of the weaker ones, but I could be wrong about that. I might be remembering that wrong. But
Hot take, I like the new ones. I don't think they're like the absolute best things, but I do like the characters and
So me and Adam both aren't Craig
I
fans.
like Skyfall. I haven't
Yeah.
seen Spectre.
I think
Quantum of
Skyfall's
Solace
probably
is
the best.
fucking
That's why
trash.
Mission Impossible's good too.
Mission
What-
Impossible's trash.
My
Get outta
problem
here.
my problem with the Daniel Craig Bonds is they're trying way too hard to be like other spy thrillers, particularly
agree, yeah.
Jason Bourne.
And that was the
Yeah.
that's been an issue with that series for a while now because
Yeah.
as you and I have discussed, that was the downfall of the Brosnan.
Yeah,
led
they
ones,
were trying to be like Mission Impossible or
which I wish they hadn't
the
done
Bourne
because
movie- the Bourne
if
movie
they had
and Mission
just
Impossible kind of took that by storm.
if they had just followed the Goldeneye type of doing a movie or even like The World's Not Enough,
yeah.
they would have been fine. They got way too focused on trying to beat Mission Impossible.
Although admittedly I like Tomorrow Never Dies.
I actually got a
I also like Tomorrow Never Dies.
I actually got a genuine good adaptation. And something, Colin, I mentioned you guys, if you've seen it, but before that, I want to mention something about adaptations. That William S. Burroughs, the beat writer, I listened to this thing. He had a class on creative reading instead of writing, and he said like he was talking about another of Conrad's novel, Lord Jim, and talking about The Great Gatsby, which I don't know if you guys. I never seen the movie. I heard it's not as good.
People are gonna flame me. I think the book's trash. I've read
Look, we're gonna have a debate about that another day, but let's
I think it's
keep
boring as fuck.
Let's keep it focused.
It's boring as
Let's
fuck.
keep it focused. Point
What
is,
about the greatest adaptation of all, the Bible?
Stop.
let me.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
So he said that the problem with adapting certain books to movies or even TV shows is that it's all in the medium. It's in written form.
Yeah.
You can't express everything that's written in a visual media. Same thing as you can't, always, like adapt a video game to a movie unless, as you said, like do a spiritual reframing that's faithful but its own thing. So one thing I thought is a good example of a book being turned into a movie is, of course, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, one of my favorite movies. And of course, I think it works because you have the narration, so you still get the prose from the novel, and of course, it makes sense with Duke Raoul, who's Hunter's alter ego in the movie and books. He's just a wagged out but very intelligent drug addict, and journalist.
Well, and I think what makes that movie work really well is towards the end when he kind of comes out of his drug haze, where he reinterprets what he wrote down and realizes what he was actually seeing.
Exactly.
And that helps that that's a visual medium, and they worked with showing, not telling, and I think that it helps a lot with.
Terry Gilliam directed it, right?
Yeah, actually, he did.
He did a great job of showing the physical, like.
We should have brought up Terry Gilliam. Now we're gonna go to Brazil. I don't want to go to Brazil.
Jeez, the movie Brazil.
I don't want to go to Brazil.
I never seen it.
Oh, yeah, it's a meme that's going on around that right now.
Oh,
I think Riley got it.
I didn't know that.
No.
I didn't know that.
Keep me away.
I don't want to
wanna
go to Brazil. Sorry.
But no, it's all good. But no, it's just like you can see, not being told, but you see the chaotic drug-induced scenes there. So I think that's a good example of that.
I got a good one.
What?
First Blood.
Yeah, First Blood is a really good adaptation.
Rambo, the first
Like,
one.
I think the only thing
It's
that
actually based on a book.
I was about to say, I
Really?
think the only thing it changes is that Rambo doesn't die in it.
Yeah,
like
the
he
end.
does
The
in-
end of it is Rambo does die,
Oh dang.
Yeah,
which they actually filmed. There was an alternate ending for that movie that they filmed where he does die,
Yeah.
Right.
but they didn't use it.
I think mostly just because, especially because the book. I will admit the movie actually I think makes you feel more for Rocky or Rambo.
Okay. Yeah, Rambo.
Sylvester
So he
Stallone is
basically is
only
playing the
known
same
for being
character,
Rocky
you
and
just-
Rambo.
Rambo, you can't kill the Vietnamese. They're Martians.
You're a bum, Rambo.
They're on
Always
Mars.
have been.
There's no oxygen there. For them.
There's no oxygen for
I
you
got
either.
2 fists and a lot of energy. I can do it. You just let me at him, Chief.
Hey, Ho Chi Minh. I didn't hear no bell.
Ho Chi Minh.
I didn't hear no bell.
Ho Chi Minh.
This ain't gonna be no Cold War when I'm done
this is
with
first
you.
contender.
Hey, Charlie.
But yeah,
You come out from that tree line and fight me like a man.
that's a good adaptation.
Yeah.
Why does your version of Rocky sound like Yogi Bear?
Well, funny story.
Hey, the Yogi Bear
Rocky
movie.
actually
Adrian.
voice
Take him
acting.
over here and I'll give you a big old smooch.
I'm gonna give you a picnic basket.
What's
Start
another-
with the left.
Anyway,
You're right in my
What's another
Trans Am.
example?
anyway,
Cole?
what you were trying to say. I'm sorry.
No, I was actually done. Like I said, Rambo.
Well, yeah, and to be fair, I think you guys kind of nailed the thing on the head for me about visuals and such, because that's one of I think the bigger problems with taking a lot of animated series and making them live action. Like the Addams Family, I think gets that really well with the live action movies, because like they aren't trying to one for one translate the look. The animated movie got away with that because you're taking a drawing and animating it,
Right.
which you can do.
Right, but when the prime source is not animated, it's a lot easier to do a live action adaptation for it, especially like a TV series.
What I was gonna say though, like, and while those work, a lot of times they translate the animated stuff too much. Like, and to be fair, there's a lot of reasons why this movie is so bad, but like, one of those examples would be Cat in the Hat and how they translated
Oh my
Thing
God.
1 and Thing 2, and the cat in general.
Oh, you actually said in your last episode.
Yeah, like the way they, because like
About
they
Sephora.
put all these wrinkles on Thing 1 and Thing 2's face. And that makes sense on paper, but when you're translating it to another dimension, it looks,
Awful.
yeah, like that is one of the bigger
Is
problems
that
in my opinion.
Uncanny
with it.
Valley there?
Yeah, in my opinion, that's a lot.
Canon.
Yeah, it's not quite meat canon, but it gets there.
It's just too creepy, yeah.
You guys want to see some bad stuff? You just find yourself some meat cannon.
Yeah,
He'll,
he's not
he'll-
wrong.
he'll
Those
show
are
you
good
what.
adaptations.
I have surpassed the
Yeah,
final
yeah.
star.
Those are some adaptations.
They were adaptations so good. Warner Brothers copyrighted them.
Yeah, I feel we can give Meat Canyon like a minute just to talk about the fact that he made a Bugs Bunny cartoon.
But
And
don't
then-
bring up
don't bring
exactly.
up
the-
what
Oh, we're not
exactly
going to
it
bring up
is.
the specifics. But he made a Bugs Bunny cartoon, and then Warner Brothers was like, no, I don't think it's going to happen. And he dedicated a whole nother short animation to, laying it to rest because he could no longer have it.
Yeah,
And so it was a real good jab that was just,
If-
listen, Warner Brothers is only 88 years old. They're just now developing good business practices.
Oh, God.
Which I'm surprised Warner Brothers didn't try to sue him for slander at that point.
What about anime series?
Although I think it falls under a parody, so I think
Yeah.
it would get tossed
well
out.
then I think at that point, like, you're gonna look bad if you do it anyways.
But it's Warner
like
Brothers.
Warner
How
Brothers
about-
just gave a shit.
I mean, to be fair, everyone complains about Disney, but at least Disney knows not to go after people that like. It's just gonna make you look.
They don't go after. They don't really go after
Like,
fanfic people at all.
well, that
They
or,
don't
um,
that much.
that or-
Control
I'm pretty
everything.
sure George Lucas said no the first time.
Well, that
George
or
Lucas actually endorsed fanfic.
what I was gonna
As long
get
as
to
it
was
wasn't. He's like, don't write anything sexual with it.
there's a Disney or a movie mocking Disney called Escape from Tomorrow,
Okay.
which was shot on location. It's black and white. It's not very good, but like people were like the guy kept saying Disney was gonna shut them down. I'm like,
Who cares?
you already are like writing a smear campaign against Disney. Not that I'm saying I'm pro Disney, but
It's not like they're unjustified in doing it if they do.
Right.
but like from what I've watched of Escape from Tomorrow, it's not a good attempt at smear campaign. But
Right.
like in my opinion, that's how you handle it. Where it's like, what you're saying I'm shit. I make millions of billions of dollars.
Oh darn, my feelings.
Yeah,
Let me just wipe
wipe
away
it up
my
with this $100.
bills.
Yeah,
Who
like
cares?
yeah, like I don't understand corporations that like, it's like, hey, how about we attack the little guy? Because you never look good attacking the little guy.
Well, that's what Microsoft did for a long time.
Yeah, I know that's what Microsoft did for a long time.
Adam was personally
You will
experienced with
fucking
it.
use Vista and you will like it.
Adam just wanted his Windows 9. But
What
they
about the
just
live
wouldn't give it to
action
him.
Disney films? Has anybody seen those? Like the
I've
Lion
seen
King?
the
That-
Jungle
so
Book.
I've seen
That
Aladdin.
opens up.
Aladdin, I thought was actually really good.
Okay.
I just can't
Especially
do
with
it.
Will Smith as Genie.
I just can't do it.
Wait,
I,
we
The
was-
Mulan one, we and Adam.
Let's
have
talk,
just
I
been
saw
like,
it
let's talk about
oh.
Jumanji.
Jumanji. Oh, there was a cartoon
with
of
The
that.
Rock and Kevin Hart.
You know, there's a cartoon of that too.
there's yeah, it was made after the first film. It was only on UPN. I've never seen it, but I know of it.
Right. So I imagine we're getting really.
Yeah, I think
Oh.
we're getting ready to
Yeah.
wind down because we're
Yeah.
we're at the
Wait, is-
hour 51.
Did you want to talk about Dragon Ball Evolution?
You know what?
Alright.
Let's
Let's
Just be mindful. I don't know how much time we got left on the iPad.
Let's talk about how trash this movie is. This not only has bad writing, bad production, bad just acting in general.
Keep it to
Coming
3.5
the light,
minutes.
son. No, coming to the light.
We're gonna add in just straight up absolute nonsense to the storyline. You want to talk about a piece of shit? Look at Master Roshi in that movie.
It's okay. It can't hurt you anymore, Cody. Let it out.
What a waste
Cody,
of Chow
you
Yun
gotta
Fat.
take a shit?
Oh, he directed that film? Or was
No,
he
he
in
was
it?
Master Roshi. Chow Yun
you
Fat
know
was
what
Master
the best part of that
Roshi.
film
The best part of that film was fucking Yamcha.
Yeah, it is really sad that.
Wow.
Actually, to be fair, I know a better adaptation of Dragon Ball Evolution.
What?
The PSP game. Because it legitimately gives Chi-Chi a last name. Her name is Chi-Chi
Did you
Masters.
see the fucking Piccolo costume?
No,
I thought Piccolo looked fucking great in that movie.
oh, you mean Spike from Buffy and green
James
body
Marsters,
paint because he
yeah.
was a big Dragon
I
Ball
thought I was
Z
watching
fan?
Martians.
Yeah, no, it was
Well, dynamic.
no. To be fair, Dragon Ball Evolution.
Dynamic.
Well, because a lot of people don't like. You remember how like that X-Men Wizard magazine you were showing me and how
Oh,
people,
we're Wizard RPGs basically because I haven't shown it to you. Basically, I found this thing because I'm in an X-Men Facebook group.
yeah, and they had
they
a
posted this excerpt from a Wizard magazine. Wizard used to do all the RPGs and cards. And
well, they had
stuff
a, they
back
had
in
a
the day.
comic book
Yeah.
separate one.
And they basically had an article saying, okay, it was from '95, and it's like let's cast a live action X-Men movie, which is funny because they gave
Professor X to Patrick Stewart.
Yeah,
which
they
I'm
actually
like,
predicted
good
that.
choice.
They
You
actually
went with this
predicted
one.
that.
And there's some interesting choices on there. My favorite was Nicole Kidman as Jean Grey, which I think would have been fucking great.
Yeah.
That's just because I love Nicole Kidman.
But like, cause
They
like
had Jean-Claude Van Damme
damn,
as
as
Gambit.
fucking and Colossus
Yes!
and fucking Colossus.
No, it was somebody else's Colossus.
Oh, what's somebody else's
Van
Colossus?
Damme's shit. I don't care what
Claude
anybody says.
Van Damme as Gambit. That would have been
I actually just
fucking great.
rewatched Bloodsport the other day.
I have a good idea now. What
Oh,
are
boy.
things you want to see adapted? Well,
Well,
I think that's. Let's wrap up on that one. You know what I mean? That's a great
Yeah.
one. I think that's a good way to send off the episode before we give our final thoughts. But stuff I want to see a good adaptation of. Shall we harmonize? Because we did a whole month based on it.
give me a good, fucking Fantastic Four movie.
Yeah, no. Like,
Christ, they've had 4 shots of this fucking thing
and
now.
it's really sad that the unreleased one's the only one that's
Decent.
decent. For me,
Hulk. I want a good Hulk movie.
Angry apologist over
I-
there.
We're gonna get to you eventually.
I'd
I
honestly,
like Angry Hulk.
You're the only one.
I'd honestly just like a video game movie that like
Isn't shit.
I don't know, like I feel like Legend of Zelda wouldn't, and I don't want anyone before you get on me. I feel like
I
they
just
could
want the
do
Smash
something
Cinematic
with it.
Universe.
Fatal Frame. I think out of any of the horror survival horror games they've adapted,
Oh,
I think Fatal Frame might actually work because I think Fatal Frame, if they're going by the first one, I think there's just enough in there that it's straightforward. There's not a whole lot of lore that goes into it, like with Resident Evil or Silent Hill. There's so much lore in it. I think if they're gonna adapt anything and have a great shot at making it a good movie, probably Fatal Frame.
Yeah.
Well, you know, who should play Zelda should be no Link.
I don't have any
No,
acting.
Link should be played by Aaron Hansen.
Zelda should be Liv Tyler. There you go.
Don't, please don't
sorry,
speak
yeah.
his
Tommy
name.
Wiseau as Ganon.
Actually, to be fair, that'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
But
You're telling me apart,
an
Zelda.
adaptation I want to see done well, and it's been done before, but done before its time. Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A modern
like
Mortal
that could
Kombat
work.
movie would
Like
be
the
fucking
first
great.
one, I didn't think was bad. Like the bare bones was good.
Yeah.
It was just before its
and
time.
and
I
for
think.
God's sakes, not an internet movie like I think one of the Mortal
Well, I
Kombat
think
modern
Machinima
films
did,
was.
did
Yeah,
one.
that's the one I'm talking about.
Which I didn't think was bad. It was just choreographed fights.
It
Basically.
was just choreographed fights and not
The
nearly
Mortal
the
Kombat
budget.
Street Fighter shared universe.
What'd you say to me?
The Mortal
I'd rather
Kombat
see
/
Mortal
Street
Kombat-
Fighter cinematic
I'd
universe.
rather see
Think about
Mortal
it.
Kombat and Tekken.
I'd rather see Mortal Kombat DC Universe again.
Fine. Riley, you got one?
Go ahead, Doug. I'm trying to still.
Okay,
think.
I got the weirdest one, and I
Oh,
know.
God.
Okay, I don't know if you guys seen it. I know Adam has, or at least heard of it, and he's gonna think, why the fuck of all things this one? And of course, I imagine you think like, oh, he's a literary guy, so he wants maybe a book or maybe a play or something. I want. What?
I wouldn't mind a good adaptation.
Yeah, I mean,
Beowulf would be nice, but
yeah, because
Or Hamlet.
because
I
it
would like
misses the
Hamlet, too.
point. Actually,
well, the problem with Beowulf is it's so. I hate saying it like this.
It's
Basic
yeah.
in the
dry.
fact that it's.
You actually ever read Beowulf? It's dry.
There's
as
no-
fuck.
Well, then it's Knight fights
that's why I
Knight
skipped the good
Knight
parts,
fights a
because, like, a real
troll.
person.
Knight
Right.
fights the queen of trolls. Knight becomes king.
I
Knight
know,
grows
I
old
love
and
a
fights a
good Macbeth.
dragon.
Wait, are you talking about the actual
I
the
would love a
original
good
one?
Macbeth too.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. Yes, it is that, but you have to look between the lines for the themes.
Well,
which-
yeah,
Which I know it's hard to
obviously.
do. It's hard to
but
do.
like the problem is Hollywood takes
things too literally.
literally.
So okay, I'm gonna say what my thing is. I want to see a new reboot of Cool World. And I know it. Look, first off, I think it has
Doug,
some.
none of
what
us
the
know
hell
what
he's
you're
talking
talking about. So go ahead and
I
continue
know what
without
he's
worrying
talking
about.
Adam,
It's okay.
Explain. I need
It's
context.
a movie made by
Ralph Bakshi,
Ralph Bakshi,
Fritz the cat.
Fritz the Cat.
Oh, the original
new
Hobbit
adaptation.
film. The
yeah,
cartoon
the
one.
original animated Hobbit
Any
movies.
Tommy Wiseau movie.
I'm not a Lord of the Rings guy.
I
I'm
know,
not
I'm
gonna
just-
give two
There's
shits
probably
he's
some
about
other
it.
things I
look,
could. There's some other things
He's
I
an
could
independent
reference.
animator that does a lot of like very out there adult stuff.
Okay.
And sometimes says
don't
that
trust
he made
that
it for
guy.
children.
So like
Yeah,
heavy
that's-
metal.
yeah.
Yeah,
Actually, I think he did animate part of heavy
I think he
metal.
did. Yeah, like heavy
Okay.
metal.
Okay, I know who you're talking about.
I just want to make a family picture, like this one with the witch with the big titties. He says that in a commentary for one of his movies. I just want to make a family picture. You know, something for the kiddies.
He's
I want to make like this with this witch here. It was a family picture with this witch with the big titties.
It's funny. Okay, look. Okay, so you
I
can't explain
see.
it.
To
No,
be
no, can I
fair,
explain
like
the premise though?
because like I assume you want to make it more like his original vision and not like
I don't know what the original vision is.
the
actually.
original vision was supposed to be
Oh,
about
God.
a cartoon character that was.
No, not the serial killer thing. No,
Yeah, no.
I like the idea of this. The idea of what's real and not real, and how like the thing is, there's a
We
cartoon
have that.
where,
It's called Inception.
Damn it! I was gonna make that joke. I was gonna be like, Doug, I don't want to see another Inception.
but also
It's not like that.
No.
It's Roger Rabbit if it was really dark and
But
grim.
it also had
No,
like a
I'm
noir
content being in the
noir feeling. I feel like I just think like it was. I think animation, yes, it's obnoxious with like some of the stupid side effects or whatever, and the plotting is awful. Because guess who's in that film? Kim Basinger.
Basinger.
She wanted to be in that film, and she said, "I want to be in a film that I can show to kids in the hospital." Asking that from Ralph Bashki.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The man who made Fritz the cat.
I want a good reboot of Waterworld.
I just
would love a good reboot
I
of
just,
Waterworld.
I don't know. I just think it would be a cool like.
Gotta get Kevin Costner back too.
I think like you
David
can do a
Hasselhoff.
theme of like, what you want to be versus what what you are versus what you dream to be, and which one's which, and how. I think that'd be a cool thing. I'm a big fan of animation, so I think it would be a cool thing to do. But I know it's never gonna happen. If it did, it would be either too perverted or too serious or too much on the real world, or too on the cart. It would not balance the vision I see. That's my own thing about that.
Real quick, I remember a bad adaptation I forgot to bring up. And nobody else has music movies here, so I'm gonna be in my own category with
This
this.
is gonna be Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts
No,
Club Band.
no, even worse.
What?
Cross the Universe.
Actually, I have a music video. I
I've
wanna
never
see.
actually seen that.
That movie is fucking terrible.
Hey,
Don't watch
I've
it.
thought of my.
The
things
only
now.
good cover in it is
Riley got something.
Helter Skelter. The cover of Helter Skelter. And
Who's going back to Helter Skelter with you? Last week at that?
Yeah.
it's a good fucking song. I got
Hey, I
blisters
didn't
on my
say
fingers.
shit.
I
Yeah,
think
Helter Skelter.
I wish they played more songs like that. I'm sorry.
All right. So I have 3 because I'm a greedy fuck.
Okay.
All right, try to keep them quick. 'Cause
Yeah.
I want to wrap it up.
Vinland Saga, good anime. It's got
It
lots
looks-
of great
it looked
potential
cool.
for just live
It's a
adaptation
Norse-
because it's based on actual things.
Norse mythology.
Doom, I'd love a reboot for Doom. Granted, I
Rip and
understand
tear.
I understand the
Rip and
complications with
You
that.
don't, you don't want The Rock to
Rip-
come
rip
back?
and tear.
No,
No.
calm down,
Rip and
calm
tear.
down.
No.
Rip and tear.
We're gonna
Rip
wake
and
up
tear.
the
Why I
fucking
fucking
neighbors with
drink.
this shit.
Rip and tear.
And then finally, I would just love a reboot of Zoom.
Oh yeah.
Wait. A Tim Allen movie.
Yeah,
right?
Tim
The
Allen
one,
starred
The one
in it.
starring Tim Allen.
What did I
Yeah.
just
yeah.
fucking say about wanting to wrap up? Christ.
It's a Tim Allen production.
Adam,
know?
have you
Yeah,
ever heard of Zoom by Tim Allen?
In which Tim Allen plays the
That's
character Zoom.
that's
He's
the
the
one with
protagonist.
the
Tim
Tim
Allen's
Allen.
protagonist.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he plays
yeah,
the
yeah.
character
He
Zoom.
plays Zoom.
Okay, Zoom is played by Tim
So
Allen.
Zoom is also Tim Allen. Okay.
Yeah.
So all Tim Allens are Zooms, but not all Zooms are Tim Allen.
Correct. Zoom plays Tim Allen,
Now,
but
I
Tim
don't know, I
Allen does
wanna
not
do
play
a-
Zoom.
I
All
think we
boys,
can have an
we've done it.
argument.
We went full circle.
All right.
All right, now
Okay.
now to start Weekend at Bernie's.
Where'd you get these memes from a fucking morgue?
Okay.
All right.
Aftermath.
I'm gonna go to
I
the
think-
bathroom real quick, so have 2 minutes of talk.
Hold on, we're gonna wrap this up, bro. Get back here. We're wrapping
I
up.
want to go.
Like, legitimately, it's only going to be like a couple seconds.
Hold like a man.
So,
My sex life.
so I think we've chatted enough for
2 hours.
for one video. I think we really hammered home like the problems with adapting things. Like you can't go one way or the other. You have to kind of hit this sweet spot where I think a lot of good adaptations get, where it has the spirit and is faithful to a point, and that is like how faithful you can be without being ludicrous.
It's got to be faithful to the source material without being too obscure or even too strict on the source material.
And it has to adapt to the medium. If you're doing a TV to a TV series to a movie, you have to make it as a movie. If you're doing a movie to a TV series, you have to format it as a TV series. Like,
You have to understand your format.
Exactly.
And I think this is a great way for us to finally put an end to some of the demons we've had making this show.
Fucking Rachel.
What does
Yeah.
Rachel Summers have to do with this?
I thought
But-
Rachel
So
were
pretentious.
friends.
But, I hope
Rachel,
I hope this was worth it for you guys that have stuck around for a year, and I hope you all stick around for yet another year to come. We got some great things. We're getting close to midway, I think we're in like the last quarter of season 2 of Remember the Hyphen. We've got some great stuff coming up. Look forward to Halloween, where we review some scary movies, some not so scary movies.
Oh hell yeah!
Look forward to Movat Movember, where we just talk about Batman because we need time to film Spider-Man. Look forward to Spider-Man, where we talk about all sorts of Spider-Man things.
It's
And
gonna be a month of Colton.
But wait, there's more.
and just
If you call now.
and looking forward to season 3 when we get there.
And remember,
But anyway,
if you or a
guys.
loved one have suffered from mesothelioma, you are entitled to significant compensation.
Are you for fucking real right now?
And as
You're
always,
entitled.
guys, I'm Songetsu 134.
I'm Average Joe Squad.
I'm Cody.
Soviet Reunion 91.
And I'm just Riley.
And as
always,
always,
we ask you to
remember the hyphen and take care.
What they say.
So let's talk about this